am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Ladies and gentlemen.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
What is it with you and this obsession with this varsity crap?
People come to us because we don't sell them on anything.
They can't refuse because of the implication.
You wonder ever you're a bad man?
World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door. Some things are a matter of duty.
The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute it.
And I was about to take advice from a clown who dives headfirst into the shallow end of the pool.
It's Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be. So it is. So it is. So it is. So it is.
It's a Tennessee thing!
Well, I'm holding on.
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, Bad News Bubba, good news for you. It is Friday, December 19th. Oh, you're almost there. Who knows if your boss will even make you work next week? This might be the last time you have to work all year. Christmas is near. The New Year's is right behind it. Peace, cheer, all of those things. Cody McClure, how are you?
Oh, I'm quite all right. It's good to be here. Good to be anywhere. Just less than a week to go. Only 5 or 6 more good days of shoplifting left. So got to get that in while you can. We are running out of time. Do you have all your Christmas gifts bought for all your people?
Yeah, maybe. I still probably got some small things I got to do.
I don't have anything for anyone.
I got some small stuff I got to get. Outside of that, I'm all right.
Yeah.
You said what? You have a couple things you still got to do, or you're not getting anything at all?
Yeah, I haven't done anything. Can you turn my volume up a bit? It sounds weird. That's better. Thanks. Sounds more natural now. Yeah, I don't have anything yet. I haven't bought anything for my family.
Well, are you going to?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you better get on it, brother.
At least, I don't know. I try to get something for Ma and maybe my dad, although I never can really figure out what to buy. I don't know. Same problem everybody else has, you know. Nothing unique in my family.
Okay.
Bubba, everybody's got the same issue, you know. I don't know what to get. That's how you end up buying gift cards.
Yeah, that's sad that you
Yeah.
haven't thought about it more, that you don't love your family enough to really plan ahead and give them thought throughout the year. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe next year. Bubba, top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
How are you?
I'm alive.
Yeah?
I'm breathing. Pulse is still there.
Pulse is still here?
Yep.
Okay. Did you get some sleep?
I did.
You caught up?
I wouldn't say that for my taste, but relatively, yeah.
What time did you go to bed?
Honestly, like 7:30,
Let's
8
go.
o'clock.
You missed a pretty good football game.
Yeah, I woke up to the notification. It's like overtime thriller, and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, you missed a really good football game.
I found the new way to watch it, though.
Yeah?
I went back and watched it at 1.2 times speed.
Yeah.
And then I just skipped through all the, boring parts, a.k.a. whenever Herb Street was on the screen. And
Yeah.
any time, like, leading up to the play. Watch the whole game in an hour.
It's a good cheat. That was one of the things I used to love in college. Around that time, I had DirecTV, so I paid for the Sunday ticket, which back in the day was like $350, which is a big deal to a college kid. But you get it, you watch it on Sunday. But then they do a thing called Supercuts, and it would be 30-minute games, and they would remove all the filler, and it was every single play, just boom, 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 and you can watch every game in the league, 30 minutes. So if you were trying to be smart, if you were trying to know about it, if you were trying to, catch up on a game, it was boom, 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 boom. It was awesome. Where did you watch it at? YouTube?
I got places.
You got places? Well, see, I feel like you're a pirate and you steal. But I also didn't know they let you watch it on demand like that after it was over. So that's why I asked. I've never been able to really rewind or do anything on those illegal streams. I don't feel like.
Just got to know places.
Yeah, you're more in touch with it than I am.
Also, I think I'm a Sam's Club guy over a Costco guy.
Okay, I've always been loyal to Sam's Club.
There's something about walking to Sam's Club and seeing just a big old bounty castle trampoline, propped up, and then in Costco they ain't got that.
I ain't really been to Costco many times, so
They
I
got
can't.
hot dogs.
I can't really relate.
Yeah, but you got to watch your cholesterol sometimes, so you want to stay away from red meats and hot dogs and stuff like that. I mean, some of us, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say, but I mean, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
I've never paid attention to my cholesterol, and look at me, Bubba. I'm alive.
Yeah.
Don't I sound alive? It's like what, 99 cents or $1.99 or whatever, the Costco hot dog?
$1.50.
$1.50. Yeah, right in the middle. I've never had it. I don't know if it's a good hot dog or not.
The value, I think it's fine.
You've had it?
Yeah, it's not the best hot dog ever, but also my taste in hot dogs is different than the rest. I prefer the cheap dogs that you can taste all the grain and grit in them.
Bar S.
That's staple.
Oscar Mayer. Yeah,
that's a little bougie.
Oscar Mayers are kind of gross to me. They got too much pork in them.
And that was talking wieners with Bubba and Cody.
Have you ever seen how they're made?
No, I was told you don't want to see how the hot dog is made.
You don't want to see it. They just drop everything from every animal you could ever imagine into this big vat, and then they
swirl it up,
and then it turns into this mush, and then these Puerto Rican guys just pour a bunch of salt in there, like bags and bags of salt into the vat, and then they take brooms to move the stuff into another vat where it's shaped.
Do they have to be Puerto Rican, or can anybody do it?
Yeah, well, anybody can do it.
Oh, okay.
It's typically like 3 or 4 Puerto Rican guys, but it's a lot of salt and a lot of sludge. Any animal that you see that got hit on the side of the road, those go into hot dogs.
Yeah, I don't really like hot dogs too much.
Yeah.
I don't. I very rarely crave them. I only eat hot dogs when other people want me to eat hot dogs. Like if somebody has it at their house, cookout, something like that. Otherwise, I'm not eating a hot dog typically.
It's weird that we all view it as a treat as Americans. Like a nice hot dog is kind of a treat.
I don't view it as a treat at all.
Most people view it that way, and that's kind of strange when you consider how gross they really are. Like you don't view Spam as a treat.
It's a delicacy some places.
Spam musubi is a very delicate treat.
Yeah, you ever looked at Hawaiian? They love them some Spam. How do you think Puka Nakua got so good at football?
I don't know.
Just spam. What a stud that guy is.
What a hill that guy is.
A what?
A heel.
Oh, a hill. Oh, H-E-E-L. Okay. I was thinking hill, H-I-L-L. I was like, what does that mean?
What a Bobby Hill that guy is.
Yeah, I was trying to think about what you meant there. I know somebody that was very mad at Puka this morning when he woke up. Bob Baskerville. One seed Bob, as he's forced us to call him. He walks around the station. He walks around the studio for the last month and a half saying, excuse me, when you talk fantasy football to me, you must refer to me as one seed Bob. One seed Bob woke up this morning in a little bit of a hole, Cody, as he went head to head with Puka Nakua as he had the Seahawks defense. So I got a nice little head start here in the semifinals against 1 seed Bob. He was cursing the name Puka Nacua.
1 seed Bob.
1 seed Bob. By the way,
Yeah.
that Seahawks defense -4. Puka 40.6. So through just one game, we're off to a good start. We're all right.
Yeah,
got a nice cushion.
It's about as good of a start as you could ask for.
Yeah. Last night was better. I mean, from a fantasy standpoint, yes. From a gambling standpoint, man, I really, really, really would have loved like either 5 or 15 more yards from Jackson Smith and Jigba. Can't complain too much, but 5 or 10, 15 more yards for Jackson Smith and Jigba would have put me in a really, really, really good mood.
The over 2.5 sacks.
How many they end up with?
4.
That was a good pick. Blake Corum got his rushing yards. Even got a touchdown. That Parkinson guy was a bum last night. I'm cursed. I'm cursed when it comes to trying to find a fantasy tight end in the playoffs in my big league, Bubba. There's been 3 weeks. Week 1, Dalton Schultz, 0 points in fantasy. That was my tight end. I dropped him. Picked up Isaiah Likely going up against the Bengals defense because everyone says Bengals defense the worst against tight ends. So I pick up Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely week 2, 0 points in the playoffs. So then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with Colby Parkinson. He's been doing pretty good in the red zone. No Devontae Adams. I see a lot of 3 tight end sets, a lot of play action. Okay. Then last night, 4.2 points? Just an absolute bum. I'm averaging like 1.3 points a game for my fantasy tight end. It's a miserable
I got him
feeling.
last night, too.
Well, he was a bum.
Mm-hmm.
He kept dropping passes.
Yeah, I think it was just like I think he had 3.7 in my league.
Yeah, I think we
Like
still do
that.
full point PPR, so he had 2 for 21, so that's 4.1
Terrible.
over there. At least between him and Puka, they combined for 50, though, so I guess I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'm just choosing to view it as Puka scored 35 and my tight end scored 15, and I'd be thrilled with that. So we're good over there.
Yeah, you can take that anytime.
Great, great, great game. We'll dive into that after the break, the ramifications of it. We got a full slate of college football this weekend. College football. Butch Jones got a bowl win. Got a lot to talk about. Another transfer portal quarterback has made himself known. This one, I do think, makes a lot of sense with Tennessee. We'll dive into it. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Back in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Drink the light, refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer and drink it this weekend. It's the holiday season. We need things in our life that make us happy. Let White Claw Hard Seltzer make you happy. Drink it responsibly. Must be 21 or older. Shout out to our friends over at Cherokee Distributing locally for hooking us up. Those are my boys. Those are my boys. Cody, did you watch the game last night? We thought we might be getting, the game of the year, or at least the best Thursday night game in a long, long time. And for the first, 3 quarters, we're like, not that good.
Well, it ended up being a fun fourth quarter. Seattle never died. They came back in the fourth, put up 16 points. They were trailing 20-14 there, and they
30 to 14.
Yeah, 30.
Not 20. They were down 16.
Yeah. So they come back and tie it up, get it to overtime. I mean, classic football. I mean, for a Thursday night game, I gotta say, it's pretty good.
No, I mean, I think for any night, I think that's one of the best games. At least, like I said, the fourth quarter on that. It was crazy. It was wacky. The stakes were there, because now the Rams pretty much eliminated from 1 seed conversation. They're not all the way eliminated, but they are now staring at maybe finishing in third place and being the 6th seed in that division. Because the big winner of the night last night, the Seahawks. The second biggest winner, though, the San Francisco 49ers, who now control their own destiny in the NFC. If the San Francisco 49ers go 3-0 down the stretch, they are the 1 seed in the NFC.
Who saw that coming?
After all this nonsense of this season, they could still get the 1 seed.
Yeah, that's what I was saying Monday. I mean, they've just quietly hung around and got double-digit wins. And, before you know it, they could be right there at the top. They don't feel like that type of team, but they're right there.
They just got to beat Phillip Rivers on the road on Monday Night Football. Win is it a Saturday night game maybe, or Sunday night game, I guess, against the Bears. And then beat the Seahawks in the season finale to complete the season sweep of them in San Francisco, both that and the Chicago game. So, yeah, they are in pretty good position coming out of last night. The Rams kind of gag it away. And I got to call it a gag away whenever you're up 16 in the fourth quarter and you don't close the deal.
Yeah, those are tough games down the stretch, though, for the Niners. I mean, they got them. They got the Bears and Seahawks at home, so that's good. But
yeah, and I don't know how tough that at Phillip Rivers game will be. I mean, the Colts played pretty good as a team last week. We'll see if they can do it 2 weeks in a row.
I think it'll still be it'll be a tough game. Has a quality NFL team,
Sure.
The Indianapolis Colts.
Sure.
Despite not having too much to scare you at quarterback. And that's a good Sunday night game, the Niners and Bears. I like that.
Yeah, there's some new blood up here. There's some games that matter down the stretch. They all kind of play each other. That'll be fun. The Rams, I mean, if you're Matthew Stafford, you were this game away from probably, just stopping a 2-point conversion, just not letting a 2-point conversion that you did stop actually end up being a lateral, which means you didn't stop it because they were covered in the end zone. All you had to do is have one thing go your way and win this game, and you would have been by far the front runner for MVP.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing because, Stafford is a guy, I feel like he's earned it this year.
Yep.
And he's put his team in a good position, but I mean, normally, like their record would be 11-4 is nothing to scoff at, but that's just such a good division.
When I was watching the game last night, it reminded me of Tennessee, Georgia, kind of like a college version of it, but Tennessee, Georgia, because you come in, you tell me Matthew Stafford threw for 400-something yards. You tell me they scored 30 points in regulation. They scored a touchdown in overtime. Like all those things are great NFL performances. But I couldn't help but think a little bit like, man, the Rams offense kind of blew this game, which is crazy to say because, again, they scored 30 points in regulation. But when I look at their last possessions, they have a 16-point lead. They get another terrible Sam Darnold interception. They take over with about 9.5, 10 minutes, up 16. You would think they could close the door here, right? The way they run the ball, the way that Puka Nacua is just unstoppable on third and medium, like he's going to get the first down. They go 3 and out, 4 yards, a minute and a half. That leads to a touchdown, punt return. They get the ball back, only up 8. They go 3 and out, 3 plays, a minute. That leads to another Sam Darnold touchdown throw. I guess at that point it might be the first Sam Darnold touchdown throw, but a really, really beautiful play where they roll the pocket to the left, but then throw it back to the right. And the tight end's in the end zone making a big play. The Rams get the ball back tied, 3 plays, 7 yards, punt. The Rams defense gets them the ball right back. And then Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, they get the ball. They get down the field into French field goal range and then just completely take the air out of the ball. Like, we're going to run it here. Here's a safe play. Let's settle for this 47, 48-yard field goal to try to win on the road with all this pressure in not great weather conditions. And the kicker misses the kick. And then they find themselves in overtime.
Yeah, Sean McVay he might like to have that one back. Might do a few things differently there down the stretch if he had another chance to close it out. But
personally, I was screaming, "Go for 2! Go for 2!" whenever they scored the touchdown at the beginning of the quarter to go up 15. That's my move in Madden over the years. I'm trying to go up 3 scores there. Forget going up only 16. What's the difference between 15 and 16? Just a 2-point conversion? Who cares? I'm going for the 2, and I'm trying to go up 17. Still a possession. Really in the game there. I trust my offense to do it. That's what I was screaming. But McVay kind of got conservative, and the offense, just kind of couldn't move the ball. And I recognize it's hard to say they blew the game because, again, they scored 30 points in regulation and 37 if you include overtime. But that fourth quarter, they just could not execute.
McVay's such a manipulator, man. And I say this because, like, the way they do, like, they're big on 13 personnel, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they were just disguise that constantly, crazy. And then, I don't know if you know this, but, like, they avoid, like, false starts with the tight end by having them almost, like, run in place, but it's still motion.
Mm-hmm.
Such a manipulator.
Yeah, there was one in particular that I feel like that tight end running in motion really stood out. It was such a clunky play at some point in the second half that I noticed it. No, I give McVay a lot of credit, and I was watching some film breakdown a couple weeks ago about just the plays he runs in 13 personnel. They basically run in 11 and 12 as well. Like, they don't get too cute. It's just like, hey, we're going to put different formations out there and confuse you and manipulate the defense, like you said, but we're still going to run pretty much the same thing. Same concepts. Nothing crazy.
So you said the Rams you think they're pretty much eliminated from 1 seed?
I can't say eliminated. They're still alive.
They got the Falcons and Cardinals. They should finish 13-4.
They should finish 13-4, but they need the Seahawks to lose both games.
So if the Seahawks beat the Panthers,
If the Seahawks beat the Panthers, to my understanding, yeah, the Rams cannot be the 1 seed, according to this article I read on SeattleTimes.com.
okay, so that comes down to, I guess at that point in time, you'd have potentially all those teams being 13-4, all three of those teams.
But the 49ers would win the tiebreaker because
Yeah.
they would be 2-0 against Seattle and 1-1 against the Rams. So that would give them the edge there. So, the Rams, I think they're great. I do think I still lean towards them being my Super Bowl pick, but I can't help but think just about how the dumb of the games they've lost this year.
Yeah, well, they lost to Carolina.
Well, just losing to Carolina in general, kind of dumb. Not being able to stop Bryce Young, not being able to stop that Panthers team, that's kind of dumb. I know the Panthers aren't embarrassingly bad by any means, but to me, that's kind of their most explainable loss, Cody. Like when I look at their 4 losses, they blew a 20-point lead against the Eagles they blew?
I don't recall that one.
I'm pretty sure the Rams were up like 20 points in that game, and then they lose on the blocked field goal.
Well, the one that comes to mind for me,
26-7 at the beginning of the third quarter. Yeah, they were up 26-7 against the Eagles, and then got beat after that.
The one that comes to mind for me, and I'm sure you're about to mention this, but that loss to the Niners in when they had all their players out.
All the 49ers set out. They had Mac Jones out there, and they just found a way to lose that game.
Yeah, that was a really dumb loss.
And then last night, blowing a 16-point fourth quarter lead, also pretty dumb.
They've got some head scratchers, but it's only 4 losses, right?
It does make me, last night, kind of fluky. Not taking anything away from Seattle, but kind of fluky. Like credit for fighting. I give you all that, but like the Rams are the better team in my opinion. Like I trust the Rams more.
Do you agree with that 2-point conversion?
I'd be really mad if I was a Rams fan. Which one do you mean? You mean the one that the
Backwards
fumble?
pass.
Yeah. I'd be really mad if I was a Rams fan because in my head I'd be like, hey, if everyone wasn't acting like it was an incomplete pass, we would have recovered the fumble. But also, like, it goes to what I always say, and we talked about it after Tennessee went to Alabama. If the ball's on the ground, don't act too cool. Pick up the ball. Like, until you hear just whistle, 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 just run, pick up the ball. So, like, if you are a Rams defender there, I give all the credit in the world to Zach Charbonnet for doing it in a timely manner, going to pick up the ball and scoring that 2-point conversion. It was a lateral, so, yeah, I agree with it. It'd be tough to swallow if you're a Rams fan because everyone kind of stopped playing, but that's coaching a little bit. Pick up the ball. Don't act too cool.
Yeah, the Rams were up 26-7 on the Eagles and gave up 4 touchdowns after that.
Yeah, like I feel like the Panthers were the only ones that lined up and beat them for 60 minutes. It just it was back and forth. It was a fun game. It didn't feel fluky to me. That 49ers Mac Jones has just kind of felt like the Rams looked at the injury report. It's like, we're good. We got this game. The Eagles game, they're up 20. They're celebrating. They think they got it. Then they lose on a blocked field goal. And then, last night, up 16 in the fourth quarter. And then, like, hey, why even punt it to Shaheed? I don't even understand why they were doing that. It's like, you're up 16, kick the ball out of bounds. The only thing that could have jump-started that comeback was a punt return because without that punt return, like, Sam Darnold probably gets the ball down 16 and throws another interception. And, like, we're having a completely different conversation about him. Instead, now I think you have to give Sam Darnold credit for kind of staring at the ghosts and beating them. We always talk about Sam Darnold seeing ghosts. We always talk about Sam Darnold choking when it matters.
Call him the Ghostbuster.
December is what Sam said. And boy, did he look really smart for 3.5 quarters. It did look like December. And like the Seattle told you everything you needed to know about what they thought. I don't know if you watched and paid attention to the first half, but like he only got to throw the ball like 5 times. He had like 50 yards and 40 of them was on a dump down to the running back. Like they were not even putting the ball in his hands. They can't run the ball, but it's like, hey, we're going to keep running. The crowd's booing as they're handing off on 3rd and 16, which was funny because Kenneth Walker ended up getting the first down out of it, but they were just not letting Sam Darnold throw the ball. Jackson Smith and Jigba, maybe the offensive player of the year, had 1 target in the first half. 0 catches, 1 target. Seattle told you what they thought about Sam Darnold. And then Sam Darnold proved them right, through most of the game. At the end of the fourth quarter, man, he was nails. He made big plays. You got to give him a lot of credit. That conversation completely changes about him.
Yeah, he's really improved his outlook over the last couple of seasons. I mean, he's where would you put him in terms of quarterbacks
that I trust in the playoffs? Sam Darnold?
Well, I don't know that you trust in the playoffs, but just quarterbacks in the NFL when you rank them.
I mean, I don't want to get carried away. He's still
Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I mean, I think Andy Dalton's a fair comparison.
But the last 2 years, the way he's improved his stock, I mean, it's impressive.
Well, he went from out of the league to starting quarterback. Like I was going to say, I don't have a list, that I keep handy that I can refer to.
You wouldn't have him top half?
I was going to say like anywhere from 14 to 18. So
that's what I'm saying.
I'll say top half.
If you give him top half, I mean, I think that's a pretty drastic improvement.
Sure.
On where you would consider that guy to be, 2 years ago.
100%. And I think he benefits from having really good coaching.
Yeah. Yeah. The what are the Seahawks? Who are there? Who's their big offensive innovator?
It's Kubiak, right?
Kubiak?
Is that not right? I believe it's Kubiak. Gary Kubiak's son.
That's a name that's been around for a long time.
Yeah, it's Gary Kubiak's son. If I am being put on the spot here, yeah, Clint Kubiak. Yeah, he was the one that went to the Saints, and then the first couple of weeks, we're like, wow, look at the Saints offense. He's awesome. This is great. He's going to get a head coaching job. And then the Saints lost all their games after that. But yeah, they hired him.
He got out of there
in Seattle this year, and he's been pretty good for them.
So how do you think that game's different on a Sunday? Because we were talking yesterday about this game being such a huge division game on a Thursday night. I mean, it was a lot of fun.
No, it was, and it might not have mattered. Maybe the only difference is Devontae Adams could have played. There could have been a couple guys on the injury report that would have maybe had a chance to play on Sunday. But I have no, I can't sit up here and criticize the game when it was such an awesome, finish and closely contested game. But yeah, if I'm the Rams, I'm like, hey man, our flight messed up. We didn't get to travel on time. Our second wide receiver didn't get to play.
Tough place to play.
Yeah, I'd be pretty upset if I was a Rams fan. But if I'm Seattle, I don't give a damn. Like, hey, yeah, that was a big win.
Yeah.
I still don't buy Seattle. I still don't buy them. I don't know how you feel about it. I know you've had them as your second best team all year.
I think, the way they've been dominant in so many of their wins.
Yep.
Now there's a few head scratchers there too, like you talk about with the Rams, but same kind of deal. But the Buccaneers, that ended up not being a very good team, but it's very well a playoff.
They were playing good at the time.
Yeah, they were playing good then, and their only other, they lost that game to the Niners in week 1. But, other than that, like a close loss to the Rams, they've been dominant in a lot of their games.
They didn't look great against the Titans, and that's when I kind of started paying attention and thinking, okay, let's see what they are. They didn't look great against the Colts and Phillip Rivers. I don't know. And look, they are a great regular season team. But to me, even after the win last night, I kind of look at them as last year's Vikings team. You're going to get to the playoffs with 3 losses, but you're probably going to lose.
Well, I think they win more impressively than that team did.
Than the Vikings last year?
Yeah. What I remember about that Vikings team is them winning a lot of close games.
Yeah, possibly.
Seattle's beaten down a lot of their competition, which teams that you should beat down, such as the Vikings, the Cardinals, the Commanders,
Falcons.
But
sure.
they've taken care of business, for the most part.
I want to see how they finish the season, but I fully acknowledge it's just because I don't trust Sam Darnold. Last night, good redemption arc for him. That's good. But hey, bro, I still know that you're Sam Darnold.
And 2 pretty impressive back-to-back wins when they beat the Jags and the Texans, too.
Yeah, we didn't think of it at the time. But
no.
I do think in hindsight, at the end of the season, the Jaguars and Texans are both going to be double-digit win teams. So
I think Seattle's a quality team. I got them right up there near the top. That division, you could sell me on any of those teams.
Week 18, when the chips are on the table against the 49ers, I will predict the 49ers to beat them. And it'll be just like it was last year for Sam Darnold, where he's got a Sunday night Week 8 team game to either be the 1 seed or be the 5 seed wild card team, and I think they'll be headed on the road. And then I'll probably predict that they'll lose to Tampa Bay.
Ugh, yeah.
Just like they lost to the Rams last year.
That'd be gross.
Well, and I acknowledge I might be wrong on it. Like I'm just telling you how I feel last night. Because it was a fun game, it was a good win and all that. But like the same way I talked about the Rams, offense, I don't necessarily think the Seahawks were necessarily grabbing the ball grabbing the old bull by the horns down the stretch. Like they had the punt return, which was good. They had the 2-play touchdown, which was good. But then at home, with all the quote unquote momentum in the world, you have stormed back from 2 touchdowns down. You've gotten 3 straight 3-and-outs. You have a chance to go win the game. 3 plays, 6 yards, punt. You get it back after a missed field goal. Still got the momentum, if you believe in it. I don't. You're riding high. You got a chance to go win the game. 3 plays, -7 yards, punt. Now, with that being said, game on the line, overtime, 9 plays, 65 yards, touchdown, 2-point conversion to win. Credit where it's due. I'm just saying my antenna's still up with Sam Darnold. I'm happy for him because it could have been a really, really bad, long week for him. I'm happy for him from a personal standpoint, but looking at how I feel about the Seahawks didn't really change. Still don't like the run game. Still don't like their players outside of Jackson Smith and Jigba. Barner's okay. Still don't trust Sam Darnold.
You don't trust Sam Darnold, but other than Matthew Stafford in these playoffs, like if you look at the NFC, what quarterbacks do you look at that you like more than Sam Darnold? Because I mean, I see the teams at the top of the division and Caleb Williams. I mean, I've never been that impressed with him. Jordan Love, he's
in the playoffs. I trust Jordan Love more. I trust Brock Purdy more. I trust Baker Mayfield more. Caleb Williams, no. I still trust Jalen Hurts more. Like I know what you're thinking about Jalen Hurts. I get it, but like the last playoff game we saw, he dominated the Super Bowl. So like I do still think he can flip that switch in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Jared Goff, if they make it, like there's still plenty of teams.
All those guys you mentioned, though, they don't really jump off the page at me.
Sure. If you want to say that you have reservations about those quarterbacks, I won't argue. I'm just saying, me personally, I trust those guys more. Like I said, Goff.
Yeah, and I think there's more of a track record of success with a lot of those teams. But I think particularly with Philadelphia and San Francisco, you look at more so the organization,
sure,
than you do necessarily just a world beater quarterback. You know?
Sure.
I think I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying Sam Darnold's better than all those guys. I'm just saying that I don't not trust him when it comes to the other quarterbacks in the NFC.
I look forward to betting against Sam Darnold in the playoffs. Is how I feel. Bubba, you can't do that. You can't. That's what got Puka Nacua canceled. You can't do that hand signal. Bubba's rubbing his palms. You can't do that.
The drama just keeps going with him, huh?
You know what? After he had that long touchdown in overtime to get to 225 yards, I wanted him to hit his covetous Jew dance to really to challenge the Rams. What are you going to do? Suspend me? I'm the only player you have out here to catch passes. Do what you got to do because I'm the best receiver in the league.
Did he choose to not do it?
He did have a little devious look on his face, but he didn't do the hand motion. He did more of a I'm crawling through. I don't know if he was coming out of a box, out of the sewers, or what, but he did like a little hand motion, like looked a little devious. But he did not do what he said he was going to do. And he apologized before the game. I don't know if you saw. He said that he wasn't going to. He didn't realize what he was doing.
I hate that he got a subtle win last night because he was jawing with the Iman Wusu or whatever that guy was, and then the guy just gets the concussions out for the game.
Look, I'm a Puka guy. I said it, earlier this week. He's my favorite non-Titan player, and at this point, he's my favorite player because none of the Titans are any good. But you can't, if you're Imawusu, you can't talk trash to him when you're having to double team him all night and he still had 100 yards on you, like before that moment. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if I'm Puka, and I think this is probably what Puka was saying, I was like, yeah, I'm busting your ass and your buddy's ass over there, like both of you. You're double teaming me, and I still have 150 yards and a tutty. Like, relax. But then after that, concussion. And, oh, by the way, here's another 75 yards, and now I got 225 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, relax. I don't know how long Puka's got with the way he plays. Like every time he gets hit, I feel like he's gonna get up slow and be hurt. Like I don't know how long his run as top receiver in the NFL will be, but he's gonna be really, really good for a couple of years, at least until Matthew Stafford's prime is, or not prime, but Matthew Stafford's run is over. Well, it might be Matthew Stafford's prime. I guess he's playing as good as he ever has.
Seems like he's right in it.
Any other thoughts?
No. I just good quality game, enjoyable Thursday night game, and then we got to finish it off, of course, with a great Xbox Bowl.
I didn't watch any of the Xbox Bowl, but I did see they won.
Well, yeah, they won. Butch
dominated, right?
Well, they were up 31-7, but they also allowed a big fourth quarter from the opponent. And
I saw 24-7 at halftime. Then I never checked back in. What was the final?
They almost gagged it away, 34-28.
Oh, wow.
They gave up 3 touchdowns in the fourth, but they held on.
Did the other team ever have the ball, the chance to go win it? Or do you know?
I'm not sure if they had it on the last possession or not.
Right now, just kind of saying where it shifted. We've talked about the ramifications. With all that being said, the Rams still the Super Bowl favorites at plus 490. Seattle right behind them at plus 550. Buffalo 8-1. But to win the division, that has drastically changed, as now the Seahawks are minus 135. Rams plus 270. 49ers plus 330. So, not eliminated, like I said. I just think I don't think the Rams at plus 270 is great value. 49ers at plus 330 seems a little appealing. But we'll see the fallout from it. In the NFC only, the Rams still the favorite at plus 270. Seattle right behind them at plus 290. So the odds makers still think those are the two best teams.
I think they've shown it. That's how I'd have them. I'd have them 1 and 2.
Bub, anything else you want to add?
Not that I know of.
A man, a few words. I love it. Send us a break. We'll come back. We'll look at transfer portal quarterback that put his name out there that maybe has a couple of ties or at least relationships with Tennessee. Could be a pretty good plan B. We'll dive into it. It's TalkSports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Now through the end of the year, we're offering half-price whitening with a cleaning. That's right, half-price whitening with a routine teeth cleaning at Knoxville Smiles. Call today to set up your appointment. 865-539-1776. That's 865-539-1776. Or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Track's batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789.
Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
I'm a pretty 15 monkey. All my friends are junkies.
Another college football quarterback has let his intentions known that he is open for business. You seen the name, Cody? You seen the game?
We got a new name in the portal?
Josh Hoover, TCU's quarterback.
Ah, yes. We wanted him last year.
It was a guy that we reached out to last year, was linked to last year.
We tried to get him to come in at a weird time.
It was a weird time, and I maintain it was really, really tough to ask any established quarterback to quit on his team in April or May, especially as you saw how much hate Nico Iamaleava was getting for doing it. To then turn around and ask somebody else to do the same thing, I thought was a pretty futile exercise. But now here we are in December, and I think we're equipped with a pretty good offensive line and some pretty good wide receivers. And now I imagine we look a lot more appealing.
Well, yeah, now is transfer time. I think just the because you struck out last off season when you were trying to bring a guy in, like you said, it was the timing of the whole thing. Those guys had all already gone through spring practices at that point.
Yeah, you couldn't ask a leader to leave his team.
No, it would be hard to find a quarterback given that situation. But I think that maybe now we could be in maybe some of these bigger names like Hoover could be more realistically in play.
Hoover, at the very least, is another name. And, we've been talking all week about the finite number of resources that these schools that are quarterback desperate have to choose from. But at the very least, maybe this is another name that even if you don't end up with Hoover, maybe it's a Texas kid that goes to Texas Tech, and then Sorsby still is able to come to Tennessee. Maybe it just lowers the price a little bit. I did see a tweet from an insider that said the quarterback market's a little weird right now. All these quarterbacks want $3.5–4 million, but some of these schools are kind of sticking together and being like, we're good on that. We're not going to overpay. We're not going to give you over $4 million to come play quarterback here.
My biggest concern with Hoover would be that he would suck. You know what I mean?
I thought you were going to say something about being a little leaky, built up,
clogged.
Yeah, some type of water pressure, the dam. I didn't think you were going to go with the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, you thought I was going for the dam.
I thought you'd have gone with the dam, not the vacuum cleaner, but
yeah.
3,400 yards, 29 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Had a couple of gigantic
13 interceptions.
13 interceptions,
Jeez.
Including, down the stretch. November was not kind to him against Iowa State. 34 of 50 for 319 yards, pretty good. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. They lost 20-17.
When you're asking a guy to throw the ball 50 times, I mean,
sure.
College quarterback, that doesn't surprise me that he throws a couple of picks.
Yeah, then you get to the BYU game. Now, BYU had a really good defense, especially at home. 10 of 23, 183 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Not good.
Against Houston, 24 of 33, 293 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So, 7 of those 13 interceptions came in the first 3 games in November.
The most important month of the season.
They went 1-2 during that stretch. They scored 17 points against Iowa State, 13 points against BYU, 17 points against Houston. However, season finale against Cincinnati, 19 of 22, 306 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions.
He outdueled Sorsby.
Yeah, they won 45-23, and they ended on a high note. So, the 2 games in November, not great.
It's hard for me to really take into consideration what I think would be best when we got to just trust the Heupel and the staff to evaluate the right quarterback, I guess, because I don't know how you look at those guys' numbers and everything like that against a different level of competition.
Sure.
How it translates to the SEC, to a team like Tennessee from a TCU or a Cincinnati when you've got more talent, better receivers, better linemen. Maybe those numbers improve. Now, you kind of saw Joey be the same kind of guy we sort of thought he would be.
Yep. Good on deep balls, and, you're going to hold your breath everywhere else.
He ended up being, maybe you'd say he regressed to the mean would be the way to look at him, because we thought he was going to be a superstar after Georgia. And then he kind of became what we thought he might be, a little closer to after that Oklahoma performance, But I don't know if you can replicate that with all these quarterbacks,
And I don't even know how to rank them either. Like I'm saying, I'm not studying the film. I'm not looking at those. But what I do know is Josh Hoover's another name. It's a guy Tennessee talked to last year. He's a guy that has only 1 year of eligibility left. And he's a guy that I think is at the very least a solid B-plus starter.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have another option where it doesn't feel like Sorsby or Levitt or bust. Maybe now you have, Hoover. Hoover's not a bad second option. Maybe it's Sorsby or Hoover. Go ahead, Bubba. You look like you got something negative to say.
2 negative things. 1, he's into what he's into, but I don't want a furry as a quarterback. And 2, I feel like I'd rather have Aguilar over this guy.
Well, Aguilar's gone, most likely.
We'll see. But, yeah, I am operating as if Tennessee is not going to sit around and wait for Joey Aguilar.
Now, today, we'll know something today, right?
I don't think we really know. I don't think we really know what. But what's something supposed to happen today, but I don't know if that's just like acknowledgement and then like, hey, we'll set the court date after the new year. We'll set it in February. Then that gets pushed to April. But also, Bubba, I don't think that Josh Hoover furry thing is real. I think all that's fake from the internet. I'm not saying that you got duped by it because a lot of people got duped by it, but I don't think he's actually a furry. I think rival fans started that rumor and then faked a screenshot of him.
I mean, he's a horned up frog.
Well, he is a horned up frog.
That's
I guess
a pretty good rumor if it can make it all the way to Knoxville radio.
The internet's a crazy thing. You just see a picture of some furries. Yeah. You fake an Instagram story where he shares it, and the next thing you know, boom,
he's a furry. Even if he is, I got no problem with it.
It is a funny rumor. It is funny how just somebody can start that and then it follows him years later. Like I do appreciate that.
It's like
I guess.
the Jim McElwain shark thing.
Yeah,
like everybody knew that really that wasn't true, but it got so blown out of proportion that some people actually thought it probably was true. The shark humper.
You said you'd rather have Aguilar?
Yeah, I felt like whenever you were reading that off, that was a similar stat line. Like 13, Aguilar had 10 interceptions, 24 touchdowns. So.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to go back and see like what the interceptions looked like for Hoover to actually get a little bit more of a story. Because
if he doesn't have a goal line interception, that does change things just a little bit.
Yeah, if he doesn't have a pick six in the biggest game of the year,
oh
on a terrible inside throw where he should have put it outside. Like, yeah, that does change things for sure.
Yeah, like where they tipped balls, where they passes that should have been caught by receivers.
Right. Like, not every interception is equal, is all we're trying to say here. Like, I would like to see some of them.
Some of them are awful. Some of them are egregious, and then others are, just freakish plays.
Like when we went through and watched Joey's games, from App State, a lot of those turnovers weren't great. You remember like going through there and watching?
Oh, I remember.
And just be like, man, that throw's weird. Oh, man, he should have maybe felt that pressure coming.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, and like Joey outperformed that, but there still was some guy in there that was like, hey, there's a throw we saw at App State. Yep, there's the decision-making we saw. I'd like to go see what Hoover's were. You don't love a quarterback throwing, 13 interceptions, but again, not every interception is created equally. And like Cody pointed out, when you're throwing the ball 50 times,
you're bound to throw a couple.
Throwing an interception on 4% of your passes, that's not the worst. That's not the worst.
I would say most any college quarterback throws it 50 times, he might have a pick.
Yeah.
It's very possible, unless it's Hendon Hooker.
So like I said, I'm happy because it's just another name in the portal that would be a feasible fit. I'd rather have this guy over like DJ Lagway and Dylan Raiola, who we were talking about yesterday. You know what I mean? Like this guy would be, to me, in that upper tier. Levitt, Sorsby, Hoover. I think everyone would be pretty excited if you got one of those guys. It's nice that that tier is now 3 names instead of 2 names.
Yeah, any of those Big 12 guys, one of those 3 be good.
Hour 1 of the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. We'll talk some more college football. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Whether you are buying or selling a home or even looking for some land to build on and start a family, be sure to give Reed Emerson with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Heritage Group a shout. He is a longtime listener and supporter of Fan Run and has been serving the Mid-State for many years. Reed prides himself on his hassle-free and honest approach, and that's because he's not just chasing another commission. He wants what is best for his clients. Give Reed Emerson a call or text him today to get the process started. His number is 931-492-0418, or you can find him online at bhgheritagegroup.com.
Timeless traditions start with the ones we love and what we bring home for the season. Bring Inward Half home this holiday. Comfort and performance, made for the journeys you take and the memories you make. For quiet moments or the days you'll remember forever. From performance polos to cozy hoodies, modern apparel for men, women, and kids, there's something for everyone. This holiday, make tradition comfortable. Make it memorable. Make it Inward Half.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball that scored points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear!
Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey.
Hear, hear!
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
To implement the coaches, implement's not the word I'm looking for.
I think indict.
Wink. They don't want to give up the coach's identity, but they call him Coach Mac.
You're listening to Talk Sports.
You want to be a beast at lifting, at football, at anything in life, you need to have big testicular fortitude. Look at me. I may have a small penis.
Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
I don't know why he would want the attention.
He's a grower, not a shower.
On 1340 WKGN.
Isn't it kind of dangerous, I asked? What are the side effects? Says he then snatched it away. Looked at the label. His eyes grew wide. Oh, dear. It says here that side effects may include getting huge with occasional bouts of manliness. He said he had struggled gaining some weight. Coach Mack asked him, do you know why I eat so many bananas? He says, have you ever seen a small gorilla?
Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Let's hit some hour 2 headlines. What you got, Big Mug?
Thank you, John. Well, the story of the day, which we haven't touched on yet, was without a doubt, I think, out of the NASCAR world yesterday. It's not a happy story, as ex-NASCAR driver Greg Biffle and his entire family were killed in a plane crash. The former NASCAR driver and his family were among 7 people killed in a plane crash Thursday in Statesville, North Carolina. Not too far from us, just over the border there. I mean, I don't know where Statesville is, but it's, we border the state of North Carolina. So Biffle, 55, along with his wife, Christina, his daughter, Emma, his son, Ryder, and his other son, Jack, as well as 2 other guys, Craig Wadsworth and Dennis Dutton, were killed in the plane crash. You familiar with Greg Biffle? I mean, that's a pretty big name in the NASCAR world.
I know the name Greg Biffle. I won't act like I knew what number car he drove or watched him actually race, but the name definitely sounds familiar. And then I remember during, him doing some stuff where he was going to help rescue people in his helicopter and doing some flights out there trying to help people. So I will say that seems like a pretty solid dude. A lot of people had a lot of nice things to say about him. Like, that's kind of a good indication, if people have some legitimate good you've done after you pass, that you've lived a good life. Tragic story. I mean, either way, having a whole family wiped out.
He supplied aid a year ago in the devastation left behind by Hurricane Helene as a helicopter pilot. So he was a pilot. I haven't seen, I guess, the information yet on if he was piloting the plane. It seems like maybe there's a good chance he was. I'm sure that'll come out.
Oh,
because he was a pilot,
Well, see, I thought when they said the other 2 people were crew, that meant that they were most likely flying the plane.
Well, maybe.
Because you said there's 7 people died, and I think 5 of them were his family.
And that may be the case, but Biffle is a pilot. So.
Yeah, but it seemed to me, why else would they have 2 people on there as crew if they weren't kind of flying the plane? But
yeah, I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't know, but that's tough. That's tough. That's a tragedy in the NASCAR world.
Go ahead. I know you want to tell me what number car did he drive?
Oh, he was the number 16 car. He drove for Roush.
Okay. Oh, if I just would have scrolled just a little bit more, his picture, his car was on my timeline.
I was never a fan of his because he was a big driver when I was like in my peak NASCAR watching days, and it seemed like he was always winning back then. Like if Jimmy Johnson didn't win, Biffle was winning. I just didn't really like him as a driver.
So he was that era. He was Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, like mid 2000s
Okay.
to I don't know exactly, what his years were to be exact. But
Bubba, you're our NASCAR experts. What are your thoughts on Greg Biffle, or anything you want to share?
I mean, it's very unfortunate. I haven't seen all the information, but I assume, like Cody mentioned, he's been known for helping people and he flies a lot. So I feel like he maybe was the one.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
happened a lot with a lot of NASCAR guys too. Like when Dale Earnhardt was in his wreck. There's another like local dirt racer, but that was a different situation. Scott Bloomquist. But yeah, 16 cars to drove the 69 car and last one in 2017, I believe, in a truck race.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll come out whether or not he was the one flying the plane. That seems like something they could figure out in the investigation. So we'll probably get that information at some point. That's it. A lot of NASCAR guys, I mean, flying, there's a kind of a dark history there. You had Alan Kulwicki back in the day, Davey Allison. They both died in plane/helicopter incidents. There was the Hendrick boy a few years ago. They something to do with flying and NASCAR, man. That's tough. That's tough. Did you see the video, Bubba? There was a video of the wreck too. It was just engulfed in flames. I mean, it looked pretty bad, as you might imagine. But anyway, R.I.P. to Greg Biffle.
Yeah, no, it's sad that going out, like I said, with your entire family is tough. Whole bloodline kind of wiped out.
Well, Ohio University coach Brian Smith is under fire.
He made a mistake. He's not under fire. He got fired.
He was fired. Yeah.
He got fired. Then he made a mistake of trying to lawyer up and say that they were wrong. So Ohio just came out and said, nope. Everyone knows about your affair that you were having with a co-ed and using our university hotel and running around in front of everybody, just cheating out in the open. Nope, everyone knows. Booster saw you. Players' parents saw you. You've admitted it to us. So, no, you saying that this was unjustified for cause is not accurate at all.
Ohio and Michigan always tied at the hip, aren't they? Connected at the hip. This was the Ohio University, though, not Ohio State. Yeah, Brian Smith, apparently he admitted to a romantic relationship with a student. There was also an issue of public intoxication in a letter stating an intent to fire him for cause from the school. He was put on leave December 1st, says ESPN, and then fired yesterday for what the university called serious professional misconduct.
I did appreciate the school just coming out and just posting the accusations for all of us to see, though. Like, hey, we're not going to wait to play this out in court. We'll just do it in the court of public opinion right now. And we all know about you running around with this grad student, which is against our code of conduct. Also, the Ohio University Inn, I believe, is what the hotel is called, which, again, sounds like it's a hotel directly affiliated with the school. To do your cheating and your sexting, sexting right there on
the Ohio University Inn.
Yeah, at the Ohio University Inn. That's a different level of not caring. And, credit to all these college football coaches, man. I'm glad to hear somebody's still out here having sex. We're worried about everybody with their video games and the sex drive being down, and not with college football coaches. They're still out here getting it in.
I wonder if Kiffin getting it in.
Getting it on.
I wonder if Kiffin has seen these stories the last couple of weeks, and he's kind of just like, boy, these guys are coming down. Huh?
I think that's part of the thing is Kiffin's single.
Better keep winning.
Well, that, but also Kiffin doesn't have a wife. These other coaches have got caught cheating, which raises the scandal up. Like, if Sherrod Moore was having sex with his assistant, it would probably be bad. but I think it was Sharon Moore trying to cover it up and then threatening to kill her after she came clean about it.
Well, what's the difference in? I mean, I know the difference, but I'm saying from a university standpoint,
Code of conduct.
What's the difference in your coach banging co-eds as a single man versus as a married man?
Lying about it, the cover up.
But is the banging the co-eds not part of the problem in itself?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, can you do that if you're a single man and the university's just like, well, he's not married?
And I reckon we haven't ever uncovered that with Lane Kiffin, right? Like, we don't know for sure that he was banging co-eds.
Right.
We know he had a 26-year-old girlfriend. Like, he liked younger girls, but we don't know that, we haven't seen any of that really come out. Even after he left, we haven't had too many people actually say that he was having relationships with students, right?
I mean, I don't know what's true and what's
not.
I
haven't even seen the rumors is what I'm saying. I haven't even seen people really throwing that accusation.
Well, there were rumors for years and years with Kiffin.
And co-eds?
Oh, yeah.
When?
There were rumors. I don't know.
I mean, there was Nick Saban's daughter, which was funny, but I don't think.
No, I mean, going back to his days at Tennessee, he was known for being a little rowdy.
I mean, he was driving around in the Lexus with young girls, but I don't think they were co-eds per se. But also at that time, Kiffin would have been 30 years old, a little bit different than.
Yeah.
I just hadn't seen the rumors of him at Ole Miss with actual college girls.
When was Joey Freshwater?
You haven't seen the rumors of him at Ole Miss with college girls?
No.
You're not familiar with the Lanestein files?
Yeah, those were not college girls. Those were just him messaging.
Oh, there's a lot of college girls, though.
Okay.
But I don't know what of that stuff is actually true.
Yeah, I mean, some of the scandal I saw from that was hey, 25-year-old that he was dating, he stalked after she broke up with him and went to her work and had to have the cops called.
Yeah. Well, there's all kinds of stuff about I mean, there's stuff out here with him and that Mary Kate.
I don't buy that at all.
Well, I don't know what's
that's. I did see that one, but that
a lot
one
of that I
think
is
too on the. That one's too on the nose.
I think. Well, I don't know. I mean, there are DMs screenshots, but that stuff I guess can be faked. I mean, I don't know. I'm not.
Well, what I saw was a screenshot here, happy for you. Your boyfriend doing okay? We broke up a couple months ago. He's like, okay, Snapchat. But that doesn't say college student. That just shows him messaging a girl that has Snapchat. She could be 24, 25 years old.
Well, if you ask the burnerverse, I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there. But again, who knows what's true of that?
But I also do think, like I said, that the whole being married part of it makes it worse. And then lying. Yeah. None of us in Knoxville really cared what Tony Vitello wasn't doing because Tony Vitello wasn't giving the image of forward-facing family man with a wife and kid in the community.
And he was a winner.
Well, he was a winner, but also he wasn't giving the image of forward-facing family man that had kids.
Yeah, and I can see where that makes a difference.
Sherrod Moore, again, got caught lying to his boss. His boss had asked him for a year, apparently, are you having an affair with this girl? And he kept saying, no.
It's the line that'll get you.
Typically, that's what they say.
Bruce Pearl, I mean.
He could have survived having a barbecue had he just said it, but he said no. And they pulled out a picture and said, well, what is this?
The line got Bruce. The line got Bobby Petrino. I mean, several cases of that. Nikola Jokic broke Kareem's record for career assists by a center. Last night he had 23 points, 13 assists, 11 rebounds to become the career assists leader among centers as the Denver Nuggets beat the Magic 126-115. Jokic has already got 13 triple-doubles this season. He entered Thursday just 6 assists behind Kareem, who had 5,660. Jokic passed him in the first half.
I don't think it interests you, really. Probably doesn't interest Bubba much. But over the next 5-6 years, I want to see how far Jokic can go in terms of all-time ranking. Because his statistics are going to just be out of this world. His statistics are going to put him, and I don't think they're empty stats by any means. He's really, really good, and the Nuggets, won one championship and have been a good team. But is there any path for him to be top 5 all time? Top 6, top 7 all time? Is there any path for him passing Duncan without championships? Probably not. Any chance of him passing Shaq? I don't know, maybe. His longevity to me should give him a shot to pass Shaq. But I don't know. The numbers he puts up, the stats he puts up are crazy.
How far along do you think he goes? Because it seems like he's uninterested in doing this only as a job.
That's what he says. So, like, yeah, I mean, like, if he ends up retiring in a couple years, you could kind of throw the longevity out the window. But on the other side, Jokic has a game, Bubba, that should age pretty well. Like, he should still be pretty good at 36, 37, 38 because it's not like he's Shaq relying on athleticism. He's just kind of out there like, hey, I'm big, I'm smart, I can shoot, and I can pass, and I don't need to blow by you. I can just do this old man game. So, like, if he doesn't retire, I do think he could kind of be, maybe not LeBron's level doing it at age 41, 42 or whatever, but, like, I do think he could be really, really effective for, 37, 38. But, yeah, maybe he might just get burned out and say, I don't want to play basketball anymore. I just want to go retire and enjoy my horses. He's a machine, though. I think another championship would do wonders for him in that conversation we're talking about. With only one, it would be tough to put him in the top 5, top 6 conversation, but if they could find a way to win one more, I think he would vault into the top 10 all time for sure. What else you got, Big Mac? Anything?
How about top 10 defensive mind of all time? Will Muschamp. That seems maybe.
Yeah, I don't know about top 10 all time, but like he's one of the top 10 of my lifetime in terms of the reputation.
Yeah, in the SEC for sure.
Will Muschamp has a new home. We'll dive into it after the break. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
At fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation, Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. At ECR Total Landscapes, we specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for Fan Run Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com. At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Will Muschamp to Texas. Cody called him a top 10 defensive mind of all time. I don't know if I can go that far, but he might be.
I was being facetious.
Oh. You were?
Yeah. I mean, he's not a top 10 defensive mind of all time. That'd be
Facetious or hyperbolic?
Hyperbolic.
Yeah, I feel like you're being more so hyperbolic.
Yeah, I don't really know the difference.
Facetious is kind of just mischievously sarcastic.
I was just joking around.
Yeah.
I didn't really think.
I only know that because I got called facetious my whole life.
I just kind of kidding about that. I don't really think he's top 10 of all time. I mean, when you look at the great defensive minds in the history of football, I don't think Will Muschamp makes that cut, you know?
I'd be like, Dad.
I hope Jim Knowles does.
I'd be like, Pops, who taught you that new word? Because he just used it nonstop from the time I was about 12 to the time I was about 15.
Facetious?
Stop being facetious. Like, you don't know what that word means. It's like my stepmom taught it to him. He just hammered it out at me.
You're facetious.
Kept calling me, stop being facetious. Don't be facetious.
Now, if I said General Robert Nealand is a top 10 defensive mind of all time, that would be truthful.
Yeah, or at least you couldn't go and dispute it.
Right.
You couldn't go and have it. You couldn't bring it down with facts and logic.
Hard to say that about Muschamp, but he is thought of highly in defensive coaching circles, and he just got himself a new job.
Well, what do you make of it? Because that was a name that kind of popped up when Tennessee was looking for a defensive coordinator. Thought maybe you could poach him from Georgia. Then he just kind of stepped away from Georgia, and people thought maybe he's retiring. And he's like, nope, not retiring. Maybe going to go be the highest paid coordinator in the country, according to one reporter. The guy wouldn't fully put it out there, but he said, if the numbers that I'm hearing are anywhere close to true, Will Muschamp's the highest paid coordinator in the country.
Well, you knew that he was going to get a pretty big job. I think everybody he was going to find a good landing spot somewhere. He's going back to Texas. Steve Sarkisian decided to fire Pete Kwiatkowski. I don't know how you say that. The guy that was their defensive coordinator. Obviously, he wasn't getting the job done, so Sarkisian fired him and said, we're bringing in Will Muschamp. Muschamp was the Texas defensive coordinator, you may remember, from 2008 to 2010, and was once the program's head coach in waiting under Mac Brown.
This could all come full circle. Maybe Will Muschamp could end up the head coach at Texas in a couple of years. Who knows?
Sark goes to the NFL. Having the opportunity to hire Will Muschamp provides us the leadership to take our defense to another level, says Sark. Will is a guy I've known for a long time, always admired, and as good of a defensive-minded coach as I've ever coached against. His defenses are relentless.
Do we think Texas' defense was a problem, though? Like, Texas' defense was pretty damn good this year, right? Even after losing all the NFL talent they lost, I feel like their defense, they had 9 defensive players drafted the last 2 years. So, like, they've been gutted, right? You know, nine pro guys that went pro. And even after that, this year, they were 3rd in sacks, 3rd in run defense. And they were 12th versus the pass this season.
Well, they also fired their defensive pass game coordinator.
I mean, I guess maybe at Texas, it's just like, hey, you can't just use the NFL thing as an excuse, and 12th in the pass defense just ain't never going to be good enough.
I don't know. It just shows you how quickly it can turn, because that defensive coordinator they fired was a finalist for the Broyles Award just 1 year before, last year. They had the number 3 scoring defense in 2024.
Well, what do you make of it? Do you care? There's one guy out there that swears, I saw him tweeting, swears that he knows from Will Muschamp's wife that Tennessee did call and talk to Will Muschamp, but he wasn't interested.
Yeah.
Because apparently Will Muschamp has a son that plays football for Vanderbilt, so he didn't want to come to Tennessee.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah.
The guy swore by it. Obviously I don't know. It's just, maybe something we shouldn't even discuss on the radio, but like people want to Will Muschamp, and he doesn't end up here. He ends up at Texas now on your schedule.
Well, I mean, it's an upgrade in name. I don't know if Will Muschamp will lead a better defense than the Kwiatkowski guy did. I mean, they weren't up to par this year, which is basically what Sarkisian said. You know, they had that game where they gave up 29 on the road to Florida. I mean, letting that Florida team score 29 against you when you're supposed to have a defense full of NFL talent. I remember every day in the offseason back in the summer, it was, Texas, they got an All-American at every level on the defense. All-American D lineman, All-American linebacker, All-American safety. I do remember the talk about how good that defense was supposed to be.
And they never quite lived up to that.
They also allowed 30 or more points in 4 of their last 5 games. So I would say it was not quite up to par. Will Muschamp is an upgrade, if nothing else, just in name value. We'll see if he's actually a better coach than that other guy.
How do you feel about Jim Knowles as we get here and you get the update that he has still not even met with the players and won't do so until, maybe after the bowl game and the transfer portal window is open?
Well, what's the reason for that?
I don't know. I just saw it today that VolQuest was reporting it, that he has yet to even really meet with his staff.
Well, does he even know who his staff is going to be?
Well, if he does, maybe he knows, but the coaches over there don't know. Like Tennessee's defensive coaches don't know if they're being retained or not. It was kind of the way it was put.
Now, is that going to be left up to Knowles? Like, is that his decision?
I would imagine that Knowles. Yeah, I would imagine that Knowles agreed to come here by saying that he gets decision making on his staff. Now he might not. He didn't reshape Penn State's staff really. That he pretty much let those guys stay in place. So I don't know how much he wants to change Tennessee's staff, but. Maybe he looks and says it's part of the reason it didn't go well at Penn State was they didn't have his guys. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I would have thought maybe he'd meet with the players by now, but
not individually.
I don't know what the standard practice is when it comes to bringing in a new coach. The bowl game is just kind of, I guess they're trying to just get that out of the way. Officially get this season over with, and then you start to bring in the new stuff. They wouldn't start practicing his defense, obviously.
No. But it's just more so about getting there and meeting the players and kind of letting them know where they kind of fit in. And because again, it probably wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't the transfer portal deadline. You know what I mean? The transfer portal will pretty much be talked about the moment the bowl game is over.
Well, do you think it's weird that he hasn't talked to the players?
He's going to I think he has 1 day basically after the bowl game to have a chance before they kind of go home and then the portal opens, right? The portal opens on January 2nd. Is that right? I believe that's the case. I want to say it's the 2nd through the 16th. Off the top of my head, Bubba, see if you can find that, or Cody, and get an exact date. But I want to say it's the 2nd to 15th. The bowl game's the 30th. You get home from the bowl game. It's New Year's Eve. I don't know how much time people have to really, sit around and talk and do stuff before then. And then, yes, the holiday, then it's transfer portal time.
Well, what is Jim doing right now?
I ain't got eyes on him. I don't know.
He's
probably sipping a cup of coffee right now, I'd say.
I mean, dumb question, but he's totally done at Penn State, right? He's not coaching the Pinstripe Bowl, is he?
No, he's not coaching the Pinstripe Bowl.
I wouldn't think so.
I say that, but I guess I don't know that for sure. But I've not seen anybody talk about him coaching the Pinstripe Bowl.
Penn State, Clemson. How about that? They play in a bowl game, and a lot of people before the season would have had that matchup as a
national championship.
Yeah, maybe a playoff semifinal or
I think the final.
natty.
I think the final. I think people would have had that as the championship game.
Well, turns out they are going to play. I bet Bad Boy Mowers is excited.
That's sad.
From the 2nd to the 16th, both days are Friday.
The Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. 6-6 Penn State against 7-5 Clemson. Who would have thought? The matchup everyone wanted to see.
How do you feel if you're those fan bases?
Probably like you underachieved pretty heavily.
It's not the exact same, but like it feels like last year when Alabama and Michigan played after playing in the semifinals the year before.
Yeah.
It's like now we're here at this bowl game that neither one of us cares about after going, losing 3 or 4 games. Not the same thing because at least they did have the semifinals game the year before, and it wasn't like Michigan was supposed to be back in the championship the next year. But, yeah, Penn State and Clemson probably thought they were going to see each other in a really, really important game, and instead it's in New York. Is that where the Pinstripe Bowl is? Is it still up there in the
don't
Yankee
they
Stadium?
do that in Yankee Stadium?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
As far as I know.
Yeah. Bad Boy Mowers is based out of my hometown.
I do know that.
Became a big company.
Do they still have a bowl game? Is it the Pinstripe Bowl?
The Pinstripe Bowl, yeah.
They got the Bad Boys Mower Pinstripe Bowl. Didn't the Bad Boys Mower Bowl used to be like down in the South though?
Yeah,
the Gasparilla Bowl or something.
Yeah, they sponsored one of those Bahamas Bowl or Gasparilla Bowl or something like that. But yeah, now they got their brand on the Pinstripe Bowl. It's wild how big that company's gotten. Because I remember when I was just a boy, they were just a mom and pop deal. I mean, they just grew massively and then split off. Those 2 guys that started it made a lot of money.
Be cool to have a lot of money.
Yeah, it'd be something, wouldn't it?
Start a company. Now, I guess really now to get a lot of money, there's new avenues. You can just be good at high school football, which is crazy. You could be set for life just for being good at high school football.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have been different, like work ethic wise?
I never had the makings of a college athlete.
No,
I mean I was a good varsity athlete.
Yeah,
but
not a lot of 5'8.5" linemen.
No, I mean I know you're being hyperbolic. Because obviously everybody knows
that's probably more so me being facetious.
Okay. Because everybody knows like I'm 5'10 and a half, like 5'11 if I'm wearing kind of big heels, like good platform shoes. And football cleats I could list at 6 feet, which I tried to. My coaches were like, no. But I would have never had the makings. I was very strong. I was strong enough to be a D1 athlete, but that's the only thing I had. You also have to have good technique.
Yeah.
You need to have good.
Yeah.
I had pretty good footwork, but not D1 footwork.
We were probably all cooked too.
Yeah. Nobody here, like, that's a different level of athlete, I told you about the time at that camp when I tried to pass block against that guy that committed to Florida. It's a different level of athlete.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, and I go back to my newspaper days watching T. Higgins against all those other boys. You could just see it. It's like this guy is going to be in the NFL. He looks way different than all these other ones.
Fair enough.
You know how it is when you see one of those guys up close. I mean, now maybe like there could have been some guys that I knew or that could have gotten a little money, like on more like a Division I AA offer or whatever, FCS or something. I mean,
do we think there's like kids growing up with a lot more pressure now when you see the NIL money actually? Because like I do think, you used to just have to be like, hey, I got to make it to the NFL.
Well, how far does the money go? Is there money in like, because like
there's some money in high schools now. Like not a lot, but there's some money in high schools now, like lodging and some jobs and all that stuff's kind of legal now. But I think the excuses kind of run out. Even if I would say there's a lot of kids down there at the lower level that are playing, at Troy, that maybe ain't getting paid at Troy, but that there's pressure on them to get an offer, to play good enough to get called up and get an NIL offer.
Well, see, Troy's big enough that even a school like Troy.
Yeah, I mean, I just picked them out. They're probably making $30,000.
But I'm talking about these schools like the much lower schools, like
I would imagine they're not making.
What would be an example in Tennessee, like
Austin P.
Yeah, like in Austin P. Well, even they play SEC schools though. I'm talking like, in Arkansas, there's a school called Arkansas Tech, like Ouachita Baptist, like D2, D3 type schools.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of those in
Maryville
Tennessee?
College, Carson Newman, Bethel.
Yeah, Carson Newman's a good example, probably. Like, is there money floating around at Carson Newman? Is there any money for those kids? Like, do they get?
I would imagine
they're in it for the Lord, not for the money.
Like those kids. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Bubba, but I don't even think Maryville's allowed to give out scholarships. So I would say,
I think it's more of like an academic scholarship,
right?
Well, so those are like Christian.
But I had a guy, that went to play like basketball at Maryville College, coming out of high school, and he was good enough to do that. But like, he pretty much had to pay his own way. / got some academic money.
I'm thinking of like much lower tier colleges. I wonder if.
I mean, they still try to do NAI or NIL stuff because like through the NAIA, which is pretty much like around JUCO style level, they're still trying to do like NIL branded stuff with like jerseys and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll talk about the playoff games, the bowl games coming up. Oh, more college football. College football. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka. Sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka. Sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Hey Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
The college football playoffs begin tonight. Cody, what's the likelihood that we get as good of a game in the first round as we got last night with the Rams and Seahawks?
Sorry, what did you ask me? I was watching an autistic girl order room service for the first time.
How'd she do?
She did good. She ordered a yogurt parfait to her room.
Well, good for her.
Yeah.
What are the odds we get a game in the first round of the college football playoffs as good as last night's Rams Seahawks game?
I don't think it's going to happen.
If there were going to be a game that is the best of the weekend, what's your pick? Alabama, Oklahoma, Miami, Texas A&M, or one of the Cinderella potentials?
Well, my pick, I think, would be tonight. I think it would be Alabama, Oklahoma, just because the two group of 5 games, obviously, I don't really expect those to be competitive. Maybe Tulane finds a way to, I don't know, but probably not. Alabama, Oklahoma are the two most evenly matched on the field, the way I see it. Like, I think A&M has a good chance of beating up Miami. I could see that one getting out of hand. I'm not a big believer in Miami. I think it's
you think A&M's going to beat up Miami?
I think there's a good possibility of that. I think tomorrow's going to be 3 pretty big duds.
That's surprising to me because you usually don't believe in Texas A&M.
I don't like believing in Texas A&M, and I still don't really believe in Texas A&M, but I think Miami is – I think they're playing a different game than Miami's been playing all year.
Why is that?
Competition level. I mean, that
even for Texas A&M, have you looked at the Texas A&M's SEC schedule, though? Like, they played all bottom feeders.
Yeah, they did, and I made that point on the show because I thought it was ridiculous how they didn't have to play anybody. But
so can you say confidently they've been playing a different sport? Because they've quite frankly been playing the ACC version of the SEC schedule when you look.
I think there's still just a drastic difference in the week-to-week competition. I think it's a drastic difference. Even with a bottom feeder SEC schedule.
I hear you, but like, no, to me, like South Carolina is not a level above the ACC this year.
I didn't say South Carolina, but
hold on. South Carolina's not. Arkansas's not. Mississippi State's not. Like those are 3 of their teams on their schedule.
You don't think those teams would be competitive in the ACC?
Oh, sure, but I don't think they'd dominate the ACC by any means. They'd win a couple games, sure, but like.
My point is, if a 5-loss Duke can win that conference,
I feel like Duke would beat Arkansas, Florida, and South Carolina.
Miami's got 2 just abysmal losses. 2 abysmal losses. I think A&M is a double-digit winner in that game.
Okay.
I think you got 3 duds tomorrow.
Let's bring in our college football expert, William Pattison. You can hear him on the playbook at 1 o'clock. William, how do you feel about Notre Dame and Miami?
Well, I think it's going to be one of the best games of the weekend because they're 2 really evenly matched teams. I mean, you talk about the star power in this game. Both offensive lines have a future NFL player, Trezun III for Texas A&M, Francis Magoa for Miami. You've got 2 elite defensive line players. Or I mean, honestly, you could name a couple, but for Texas A&M, it's Cassius Howell. For Miami, it's a Reuben Bain Jr., ACC Defensive Player of the Year. And then the skill positions in this game is really impressive as well. I mean, Casey Concepcion, the NC State transfer, has over 1,400 all-purpose yards this season. He's been one of the best players out of the portal. And we saw him last year against NC State when Tennessee and NC State matched up in that Duke's Mayo Kickoff Classic. But for Miami, you've also got C.J. Daniels on the other side and Malachi Toney. But,
yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, who the hell is this new guy? Cody. Long time no see, my friend.
Where
got some real
Where the heck have you been?
That's the same thing I was going to ask you.
I've been here the whole time.
No, that's not right. I show up one Friday. You're not here. I ask, where's Cody? They say he's mad at Baldy and he went home. He's not here that Friday. Then I show up. They say, well, he's getting ready to go on the trip. I make some calls. They say, yeah, Cody's going to California. I said, okay, I'll meet my friend Cody in California. I go to California. No Cody. No Cody in California. I come back here, still no Cody. I said, well, if he's not in California and he's not here, where the hell is he?
Nashville.
Good to see you, Cody. How are you, my friend?
Well, I've been okay. You know, just watching some football. You know, and taking it easy. It's that time of the year. You know, Christmas right around the corner. Have you got your shopping done yet?
I have no loved ones in my life.
No one loves you?
I have no loved ones in my life. Do I need to repeat it a third time?
What happened to him?
Well, when you're in the money business, sometimes things go good, sometimes things go bad. Have you ever heard the saying, don't mix money with family and friends? That's hard when you're the money monster. When all you care about is money. People want.
It's like money is your family. Like that is your...
No, Cody. It's like money is the monster. Actually, like the pursuit of money for a lot of people is monster. It hurts them, their spirit. They become, how do you say, morally bankrupt?
Yeah, just kind of empty.
Yeah. Then sometimes I need to borrow some money. I got to be honest, my picks got pretty bad in November, so I'm calling people like, hey, can I borrow some money for a little bit? And they're like, no. So then we have falling out. But I'm back now with some winners. Now, I heard you say you like Texas A&M.
I don't like Texas A&M. It's a bit of a cult.
Okay, but I heard you don't like Miami.
I do like Miami. Cuban women, great food. But in terms of on the football field, I do like A&M tomorrow.
You sell out your friends down in the MIAO.
Huh?
The MIAO. You've heard about that. The Miami, it's a fun place to party.
Oh, yeah. They got some great clubs
You
there.
sell out your friends at Miami? You sell out Carson Beck, the Weasel? The Weasel gets it done. The Weasel will win. Miami plus 3.5. Lock it down. Mario Cristobal, he's a great friend of mine. Well,
he's a loser.
Well, we were friends at one point. We've had falling out.
You trust him in big moments?
No, we had falling out.
What happened?
He lost Money Monster some money. There was a game against Stanford. All he had to do was hand the ball off. Or actually, all he had to do was take a knee, and he tried to hand the ball off, and they fumble. He couldn't win with Justin Herbert, but Justin Herbert too pretty in college. Carson Beck, he's ugly. That looks better for football. You want ugly quarterback. Carson Beck, as ugly as it gets. Give me Miami plus 3.5. How do you feel Oklahoma and Alabama?
Well, I think Alabama is pretty overrated at this point. I mean, I don't know if overrated is the right word, but they're pretty.
Yeah.
I like Oklahoma.
Why you like Oklahoma?
I like their defense. I like the way they play football.
Okay.
I think Alabama's really got no business being there where they're at. They've had a bad month. Oklahoma already beat them once. You saw that. You know what they say? It's hard to beat a team the second time after you already lost to them once.
Well, I did hear a friend of mine say that there have been 6 rematches so far in college football this year. And the team that lost has won 5 of the 6 rematches.
No.
So that backs out what you're saying, though. It's hard to beat a team twice. So, but Alabama, they lost the first game. So why would you not like Alabama? You said you like Oklahoma. That doesn't really add up to me. I don't have my calculator in front of me, big boy. But you say that it's hard to beat a team 2 times and that you like Oklahoma, but that logic would lead towards Alabama being your pick, no?
Well, I was going for something else. I was saying it's hard to beat a team
Are you okay?
once after you beat them once already.
Are you on drugs?
Well, not today.
I can see it in your eyes. Did you have a long night last night?
Well, you know, we had lunch. We had lunch. We had a long lunch.
Okay, everyone eats lunch.
Not the
I
way
eat lunch. Baba, did you eat lunch?
Not the way we eat lunch. We ate a long lunch. It was a very long lunch.
I can tell because you pick Oklahoma, but your logic says Alabama.
I like Oklahoma. I think they're a more well-rounded football team.
Money Monster takes the Crimson Tide.
Oh, no.
Give me both underdogs. Or both road teams, excuse me. Both road teams. Alabama goes into Oklahoma. Godless place. Godless place. No love in Oklahoma, am I right?
Tornadoes, though.
Tornadoes, those are scary.
You ever been in a tornado?
No, very scary. I fly away.
Have you ever watched the movie Twister?
I saw the sequel.
You can't fly.
Twisters.
You said you couldn't fly.
I never saw the original. I don't really like Helen Hunt or Bill Pullman, but the sequel, big fan of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got against Helen Hunt?
That Glenn Powell. He's a real guy. That Glenn Powell. I bet he is fun to party with.
Yeah, he's a good actor. Yeah. How's it going on that app you've been on where you work hard?
Where I've been hustling?
Yeah.
You know,
what's the name of it?
Well, see, you go in there and you try to hustle and you try to grind. It's for the people who want to make some money, Grindr. And I was on there and I made some friends, but we went on a trip. It didn't go so well. Some hurt feelings. Yeah. No good, but can I give you my favorite pick of the weekend?
Oh, sure.
Today, 11 a.m. Soon after the show is over. Show's over at 11 a.m., right?
About 10:57.
We can immediately make some money. Do you know how?
Is there a ball game?
There's a ball game. I got 2 words for you. I've got 2 words for you.
Hootie who?
Hootie hoo! You thought I was going to say suck it, but
Well,
no.
what you were doing with your
I
hands.
wanted to make you think I was going to say suck it, and I was going to say no, hootie hoo!
Yeah, your catchphrases. Yeah.
Hootie hoo! Give me the Kennesaw State Owls today. Down at the beach. They're at the beach. The Owls love the beach. Do you have any Christmas plans?
Just gonna go see the family.
Let me guess. Sit around and eat a lot.
Yeah.
Cookies. Christmas cookies. I bet you love Christmas cookies.
Cookies, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I like? I like those things.
Christmas ham.
Christmas ham.
Yeah.
I like those peanut things. The chocolate, the clumps of peanuts with the chocolate over them. They're
the what?
Peanuts, chocolate. You ever? No, never mind.
Like peanut M&Ms you talk about?
No, not peanut M&Ms.
Yes, I've heard of peanuts and chocolate. They're called peanut M&Ms.
No, it's like a cluster.
There's the big yellow guy. There's a little fat red guy and the big tall yellow guy.
It's more like a cluster.
Talking about the nerd clusters?
No. These are not things you buy in a gas
Are you
station.
talking about trail mix? Trail mix? Is that what you come to me with? That's your holiday treat, trail mix?
No, these are homemade. They're like I don't know what they're called.
You ever had the Oreo ball?
I've had an Oreo ball, yeah. Those are good. With
Money
the white
Monster's
chocolate.
ex-girlfriend, she used to make Oreo balls, and I used to love those.
Ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, we broke up.
What happened?
I got too fat from eating the Oreo balls. Then I couldn't fly anymore. Then I kept losing my money, but today
You
we
couldn't
win
perform,
money.
huh? Dude.
Yeah, bad performance.
You know, Men's Pro Knoxville.
Yeah, sometimes I say not today, and she said, I want today. I said, no, not today. I wish I would have heard that commercial before.
They do make medications for
Because
that.
then I could have said yes today, tonight. One more rap. Merry Christmas and hootie hoo!
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
Timeless traditions start with the ones we love and what we bring home for the season. Bring Inward Half home this holiday. Comfort and performance, made for the journeys you take and the memories you make. For quiet moments or the days you'll remember forever. From performance polos to cozy hoodies, Modern apparel for men, women, and kids. There's something for everyone. This holiday, make tradition comfortable. Make it memorable. Make it Inward Half.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Hey, it's The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Bob, you got any special Christmas wishes?
Me? I just want a Final Four. One Final Four for the Vols.
What about you, Bear? Anything special you want?
No.
What about you, new guy? Anything you want?
Russ, I just want everyone to get along and for everyone to be at peace in the world.
Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, anyway, Merry Christmas from The Drive.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, 0 carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Your tax refund belongs to you, not an identity thief. Over $6 billion in tax refunds were flagged by the IRS for possible identity theft last year. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. They monitor and alert you to identity threats you'd miss on your own, even if you're careful with your personal information. And if you do become a victim of tax-related identity fraud, LifeLock has U.S.-based restoration specialists ready to help solve your identity theft issue. Plus, all LifeLock plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, meaning LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan if you lose money due to identity theft. Let LifeLock help protect your financial info, so all you have to worry about is what you do with your tax refund. Go to LifeLock.com, save up to 25% off your first year. The promo code is HERD, promo code HERD, to save up to 25% off your first year. LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
This is an important medical message from Men's Pro Knoxville. If you're a man over 30 or you love one, and you've noticed changes that come with aging, performance and intimacy challenges, those aren't random off days. They're often signs of biological change and ED showing up in your life. Now is the time to act. I'm Evan Bass, and I started Men's Pro Knoxville because I saw the difference great medical care makes. We've been working hard every year to level up so you can too. Listen, sign up for some subscription pill, and sure, something might go up, mostly your auto renewal fee. Men's Pro Knoxville gives you a plan, here locally, not guesswork from the internet. Our trusted urology-based medical providers focus solely on men's health, ED, performance, and now Peyronie's treatment to enhance your life. We get your labs in 30 minutes, then build a treatment plan tailored to you. We even offer new treatments that might keep you from using a pill every time. Imagine confidence returning and intimacy? Yeah, it's back. Join the community of successful men in Tennessee transforming their lives. Call 865-544-8220 or book now at menspronknoxville.com. That's menspronknoxville.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Round 3.
The world's greatest radio show. The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
Power Rankings, Tuesday Trivia. John Reed and Cody going wild, no Olivia. Wood grain on my leather seats. I got the whole team eating like I'm Johnny Eats. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Talk sports while I'm chewing a Zen, ayy. Talk sports while I'm riding to work. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Morning booming from 7
Hour number
to 10,
3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard
Morning
Seltzer
from
Studios.
7 to 10.
This batch of headlines is brought to you by our friends at Inward Half. If you're watching on the video, you'll see the Inward Half hoodie. It's Christmas. It's festive. Look at it, Bubba. Here's a gift. It's red and green. It's pretty. Go to inwardhalf.com. Get you some gear. Cody, give me some headlines, please.
Thank you, John. The Tennessee governor has pardoned country music star, I hesitate to even say that, Jelly Roll, for his criminal past in the state, acknowledging the Nashville native's long road back from drugs and prison through soul-searching, songwriting, and advocacy for second chances. The rapper turned singer, whose legal name is...
Well, I got no clue what his legal name is.
Anybody? Bubba, you know Jelly Roll's
You're
name?
telling me it ain't Jelly Roll?
Is it Brandon?
No.
No, I don't know. What is it?
Jason.
Jason what?
DeFord.
Yeah.
DeFord. D-E-F-O-R-D. I don't know.
Or like Jason DePort, because that's what we should have done to him.
Yeah.
Brother, I got it. I don't hate Jelly Roll. I don't. I understand why you do, Bubba. I understand, Cody, if you don't like him. I get it. You're jealous. He's a big old boy that's made good.
He's not that big now.
I find him inspirational. Does it suck to hear the same story over and over about, I used to be in prison? Yeah, it probably does, but
you find him inspirational?
Yeah, he seems like a good dude, man. He seems like a good dude. He seems like a genuinely nice person. Is it an act? It could be. Like him crying on Joe Rogan whenever he gets the news that he's going to the Grand Ole Opry. Could that have been an act?
He's just so annoying. It's his whole identity. Hey, I was in prison. I did bad things. I'm good.
I think that's inspiring to people for him to be like, hey, I didn't get successful until I was 40 years old. Like, I think that's something that people need to hear is like, if I have a dream, I can keep going for it. Like,
I get it. I mean, his music sucks.
I don't think his music sucks.
Oh, come on.
His music doesn't suck. You don't listen to
awful.
it. You don't listen to it.
What do you mean I don't listen to it? I've heard a lot of it.
You say any popular person sucks, and then you start from there.
No, I don't.
That's your starting point.
That's
Are
not
they popular?
True.
They suck.
That's not true. That's you.
You said the same thing about Taylor Swift. She sucks. Now you said, some of her songs are kind of catchy.
You're gaslighting.
You said Morgan Wallen sucks,
true.
and you're like, well, actually, Morgan Wallen's kind of got some good songs.
When have I ever said Sabrina Carpenter sucked? I've liked her pop songs from the jump. First one every
she pops up on Girl Meets World. Oh, she's terrible. She's an industry plant. Yada yada yada.
I didn't know anything about what Girl Meets World. I didn't even know what that was.
She's a child star. You've hated her since she was like 12 years old.
That's not true. I've never hated Miley. I've never hated you.
You grew up with Miley. It's different.
You act like I hate all.
You think Sabrina's hot? It's different.
I keep the radio on Star 102.1 most
If Sabrina
of the time.
wasn't hot, you wouldn't like her.
I listen to all these pop songs. I think Jelly Roll's music sucks. That's my opinion.
I just don't think you really ever listened to Jelly Roll's music.
I have. Every time I hear him, I'm annoyed.
What have you listened to of Jelly Roll?
I don't know the names of the songs.
Just
but I've
the
heard
stuff you
them.
hear on the radio?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think you've listened to his music then.
Well, yeah, I'm not deep diving on some guy that I just
don't think you like him, so you say he sucks. I don't think he sucks.
He sucks to me, and that's my opinion.
Because you don't like him.
Right.
Right.
Both of those things. That's right. I don't like him.
But what's he got? What's the headline here? He's in the Grand Ole Opry. Is that what you said?
No, that's not at all what I said.
Well, what'd you say?
The governor.
The governor's what?
The governor has pardoned him for his criminal past.
Oh, just like wiped out his criminal history?
Yeah.
That's good. Now I can get back to it. Now Now that he ain't got no crime on his resume, and no strikes.
He ain't got no identity now.
Still went to prison. I find him to be inspirational. I like him.
Well, all right then. To each their own. The announcers for Illinois and Tennessee in the Music City Bowl will be play-by-play man Tom Hart, analyst Jordan Rogers, sideline man Cole Kublik.
Cole quote tweeted the announcement and said, "Can't wait to read the comments." So I guess they're aware that everybody kind of hates when they do our games. Mostly just Jordan Matthews, I think, but
Nico posted a cryptic Instagram story.
What was it?
I don't know. It's just him as a picture of him throwing the ball. He's listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony, first of the month, and there's an emoji that's like I don't even know what face it is. I call it the drunk face emoji.
Is it the confused face emoji?
Yeah.
Like, are he's thinking? Like the swirly eyes?
No, it's like
the woozy.
It's this one.
Oh, no, I don't make it.
I don't know what that is.
Really. I don't really take that as a drunk face as much as like, I'm a little embarrassed that I'm making a stupid decision. There's egg on my face. First of the month, that's when the transfer portal opens. Maybe that's what he's trying to say. Maybe it's like, hey, my dad's making me leave again. That emoji could mean that. Like, I don't really want to leave, but I'm stressed and confused. My dad's making me.
The University of Tennessee may have spent upwards of $1 million on balloons last year,
according to our William Pattison.
Is that true?
I think the $1 million number is way too high. I think the person that said it was saying it kind of tongue in cheek.
$1 million, that's a lot to spend on balloons.
No, I don't think it's that much. But, Arkansas went viral. They had a balloon thing that said "Embrace the Hog," which is what my life mission has been the last 15, 20 years, is to get people to embrace the hog. But they got, Freedom of Information acted, and they spent $36,000. So this guy was going around trying to find out how much money colleges spend on balloons. And when he got to UT, ours isn't public knowledge, but the lady said, we probably spent $1 million if I was guessing. But I think she was kind of, like I said, being tongue in cheek.
I hope so.
But the guy did say we had more balloons than everybody else, that we probably are leading the country in it. But I don't think the $1 million is accurate.
Another quarterback who's in the portal, Missouri's Bo Pribula. He will miss the Gator Bowl as he enters the portal. He spent this last season at Mizzou after transferring from Penn State.
Yeah, I got to be honest. This one was a little surprising when I saw him enter the portal. I don't think Missouri fans were too upset that he was entering the portal. How do you grade him?
I'd take him.
You would?
I'll take anybody at this point.
I don't think I'd take Bo Pribula. I don't think Bo Pribula is actually good.
You don't think Heupel could coach him up?
Not enough. Not enough to make it be worth our while. I'd rather just that's below the cutoff that we were talking about, where it's either this guy or just George McIntyre. I'd rather just see what we have with George McIntyre versus bringing in Bo Pribula.
George. Indiana finalizing a new deal with Mike Shanahan.
Huh?
Yeah. A new 3-year contract with their offensive coordinator, Mike Shanahan. A source confirmed to ESPN.
Okay. Now, is this guy Mike Shanahan? You're talking about the Dolphins or the Hurricanes?
When I read this,
or you said Indiana? Indiana did. Okay.
Indiana has an offensive coordinator named Mike Shanahan, and when I read this, I had the same thought. I was like, "What? Mike Shanahan?"
I thought you said Miami at first. This is what really confused me. But in Indiana, okay. So
Mike Shanahan is what confused me.
Well, the Hoosiers. Well, that did too. But then I was thinking, is this related to the Shanahans? I don't know if
is this the Mike Shanahan?
It's not the Mike Shanahan. No, this guy's 35 years old.
He's just named Mike Shanahan.
This guy's young, and he used to play.
It's got to be his son or something, right? He's got to be.
It doesn't say anything in the article about him being related to them.
How can you be Mike Shanahan but not be Mike Shanahan? Well, anyway, he's been working with Cignetti since 2016.
He used to play wide receiver at Pitt.
He's been with Cignetti through all these stops at IU, Pennsylvania, Elon, and James Madison before coming to Indiana. You know, that's something about Cignetti. They say he takes care of his staff.
Yeah.
Those guys have stuck with him, those coaches.
I mean, they've bought into him. They trust him, and he takes care of them. He brings them in. I mean, he basically was like, yeah, I brought all my coaches with me. They were good. I knew they were good enough at James Madison. I brought them here. I know they're good enough here.
If you can coach, you can coach. That's what they say. How about that?
I mean, Indiana's offense, 35 years old, is pretty good. Good for him.
The Chicago Bears will be missing Luther Burden III and Rome Odunze when they play the Packers. Two of their top receivers.
And they don't throw the ball to DJ Moore, so that seems tough. Why are you making that face, Bubba?
Sounds rough for the Bears.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had a connection to it.
Oh, the Bears are going to struggle in the passing game?
Never seen that before.
The Jags and wide receiver Jacoby Myers have agreed to a 3-year, $60 million deal.
Feels like a steal. Jacoby Myers, you know, I can't call him a top 10 receiver, but I do feel like he's kind of hovering around like number 18 to 20, 15 to 20, somewhere there. He's been really good since he got to Jacksonville. I think it's a pretty good value. It's a pretty good bargain. I think he was pretty good in New England when he was there, and I think he was pretty good with the Raiders. And then, yeah, since getting to Jacksonville, I think he's been pretty good. Maybe calling him top 20 is a little too far, but like he's a good receiver. He's a good player. That seems like a good bargain for them. Jaguars might be smart now.
Puka Nakua's brother was arrested after stealing a car from one of the Lakers players.
Yeah, we knew that yesterday. Is there an update? Or you?
It just says he was arrested and now released over the alleged theft of Adu Thiero's car. So much drama for Puka Nacua this week.
Yeah, I don't know if the brother thing even registers for him. He's got enough stuff going on himself. Any other headlines?
Just some. We got some college basketball games this weekend. A handful of good games tomorrow.
Got some big, gigantic ones.
St. John's, Kentucky. Does that do anything for you?
St. John's and Kentucky. Yeah, sure.
Houston and Arkansas. That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Auburn and Purdue.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Duke and Texas Tech. Maybe you throw in North Carolina, Ohio State, Maryland, Virginia. I mean, pretty good slate of games.
On this day in history, 1997. 1997. You were in the prime of your life.
I was 4.
Just a 4-year-old running around.
Was someone murdered?
No.
Did someone die?
No, but you could say it. But no.
Okay.
Somewhat related to people dying, but...
Was this an event that took place?
Yes and no.
Was it an achievement?
I'm giving you bad answers here. I mean, you could say it was an achievement, but I'll say no for the sake of this.
Okay. Was this sports related?
No.
Was it movie related?
Yes.
A movie came out?
Yes.
Titanic?
Yes. People died. You could say it was a cinematic achievement.
Yeah. It was a big movie. The highest grossing movie ever for a long time, right?
I would say a lot of people's my ages first look at a naked woman as well.
It was mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my parents didn't care to let me watch because they knew how obsessed I was with the ship. I was as obsessed with Titanic as I was anything when I was like 6 years old. I loved Titanic. Like I had all the books. I loved just reading about the ship. Like I was amazed by it, the whole sinking of it.
I'm sure at some point I've asked, but have you gone to the museum?
I've stuck my hand in the cold water.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, at one point in time, I remember like they fast forwarded through the nude scene, and like they wouldn't let me watch it, and then I think they just gave up because I watched the movie so much. Like
Yeah.
I've probably seen Titanic 100 times. Like I watched it like every day when I was a kid.
The movie you've watched more than any, you would say?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they just gave up on keeping me from the nude scene.
What a weird movie for a kid to love.
I love the ship.
Did you just like fast forward to the end, like when it wrecked, or did you just like the beginning when it was taken off? Like, because a lot of the movie's not actually about the ship.
A lot of times I watched it all the way through, but I just loved the movie. It was my favorite movie as a kid.
Did you love the dancing scene down at the bottom?
Not as much. I mean,
did you cry? Would it make you sad every time it crashed?
No.
No.
I think I was just amazed by it. I don't think it's that weird. I think a lot of boys at that age are into like trucks and like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, so I think a ship is. I think that fits the typical boy thing.
I know, but it's a 3.5 hour movie that's mostly centered around love.
Yeah, I don't know if I watched the whole thing every time or if I just kind of skipped to the shipwreck, or I don't remember.
This is a pretty big day in history. There's plenty of stuff we could have talked about. 1998, President Clinton is impeached after 14 hours of debate.
What happened?
He was lying. That was the part. That was part of the problem. 1843, A Christmas Carol is published. So two of the more iconic things of the last like 300 or 400 years, two of the more iconic things in history, entertainment history, released on the same day. That's kind of cool. Christmas Carol has stood the test of time. Titanic has stood the test of time.
Well, the Titanic did not stand the test of time.
I'm talking about the movie, the story.
Mm.
Poor Richard's Almanac is published for the first time. That's another one that has stood. Not as much, but that still gets referenced.
I've heard of that, but I don't know what it is.
That's like Benjamin Franklin's. Oh, I don't know. Is that that's not the same thing as like the Farmer's Almanac, but it's something. Is Poor Richard's Almanac just like the guide for like the common person? I feel like.
What is an almanac?
Basically, like just a book that's kind of like half encyclopedia, right? How would you describe an almanac, Bubba?
A book filled with useful and knowledgeable information.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, like
a farmer's almanac, telling you about the best growing times and, weather routes. And
it also has like proverbs that like teach you lessons and like things of guidance and patience and all that. Yeah, but the Farmer's Almanac is not the same thing as Poor Richard's, but I guess, okay. It probably is inspired by that, of course.
What a thing to be known as. Poor Richard. Yeah, that's Poor Richard. Look at Poor Richard over there. He can't catch a break. The guy just stays poor. That's Poor Richard. Who's that sitting on the park bench over there? That's Poor Richard.
The NHL opens its first season on this day in history in 1917, if you care at all about hockey.
Would have been fine if it never happened.
Bo Jackson becomes the first athlete to be named to the NFL and MLB All-Star games. And in 1941, Hitler takes command of the German army.
Hitler?
He didn't take control of the army until 1941. That feels late to me.
Is he a fraud?
In what way?
The German offensive against Moscow was proving to be a disaster.
Ah, yes. The old Russian winter.
Temperatures often were dropping to 31 degrees below zero.
Yeah, those guys were getting starved out.
Mm-hmm.
Starving, frostbite, hypothermia, just... God, imagine being a Nazi soldier and you had to go into Russia.
The myth of the invincibility of the German army, oh goodness, was broken. One of his generals would write Hitler later.
That old blitzkrieg got stifled.
Oh, okay, so he refused. Okay, so he refused to accept the notion, then just like basically said, "I'm running the ship again." Like, General, you're fired. I got this. I'm making the decisions.
It's hard to maintain a blitzkrieg in 8 feet of snow.
Yeah.
That's what we've learned. If history's taught us anything, it's kind of like going to play the Bills or the Packers in January. That's kind of what it's like. Not a lot of teams can survive that if they're used to the comforts of Germany.
Okay, Bubba, send us to break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
For the fans, by the fans, this is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311. College football playoff this weekend, Cody, or the NFL Saturday slate? What are you more interested in? Keep in mind the Saturday slates in the NFL is only Eagles, Commanders, but you do get Packers, Bears on Saturday night. That's a big one.
I mean, that's the best game of Saturday, in my opinion. Maybe that A&M Miami game will be good, but I don't think – at least that game's early. You can watch that game if you think it'll be the only decent one, and then the Packers-Bears you get at night. So you should have good football throughout the day, hopefully.
Do you think that college football was smart for punting that matchup? And by punting the matchup, I mean just like The NFL starts at 5 o'clock on Saturday, so we're going to make sure our two best games are played before then on Friday night and Saturday at noon.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of seems like that's what they went for, right? From a TV viewership standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's them acknowledging that the casual sports fan would gravitate towards the NFL versus over playoff games, which I don't know if that's true or not.
I'd much rather watch Packers Bears than Oregon and James Madison.
Yeah, but would you rather watch it more than Oklahoma Alabama?
For me, that's a tough one.
What about versus the Eagles Commanders? What if it was Eagles Commanders at 5 o'clock versus Alabama and Oklahoma?
Alabama, Oklahoma.
What about Texas A&M or Miami versus Eagles Commanders?
Yeah.
College in both of those?
Yeah.
Bubba, do you concur? You're shaking your head. Yes, you concur?
Yes.
Yeah, so I kind of wish they would have tried to do that and put us a good game at 5 o'clock versus making the best game at noon.
Yeah, I mean, you're just not going to outmuscle the NFL. That's just not going to happen.
No, but I do think the brands at Oklahoma and Alabama might have been enough to at least put up a pretty good number against them.
It would be interesting to see what the ratings numbers looked like. I don't really have any interest in the Eagles Commanders. I mean, it's a division game. The Eagles are kind of falling apart, but
yeah, but they should beat the Commanders.
They should.
Yeah. No Jaden Daniels. They shut him down for the year, which apparently he was unhappy about, but he's not playing. Marcus Mariota played okay, but I mean, I don't think he's going to beat the Eagles. He shouldn't beat the Eagles.
Should be a big weekend for Terry
McLaurin?
Yeah.
Why's that?
Just feel like it could be.
Oh, you just mean his performance on Saturday?
I mean, it's got to run through him. I mean, unless they want to give it to JCM.
Okay. So you're saying just from a fantasy standpoint, you think McLaurin might go out and ball. Okay. I don't disagree.
Deebo Samuel.
Deebo.
I kind of hate that college football just punted because I like a little competition, but
I was wanting to save it for the what do we miss, but there's some pretty big games happening. We got the Brawl of the Wild happening at 4 p.m.
On Saturday or today?
Montana and Montana State.
Is that on TV?
Yeah.
ESPN?
I believe so. And then on ESPN2 at that time is the D2 Harding versus Ferris State.
Now tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Are you going to watch those games?
I will do my best to, yes.
What do you mean do your best to?
Come on.
Well, if I'm
just
not,
like if you're not working, if you're in front of a TV?
Yeah. If I'm in front of the TV or the computer, one of those games will be on.
Okay. And they'll get most of your focus?
Yeah.
Like you care more about Montana State versus Ole Miss, Tulane?
That's the beauty about this world we live in, John. Multiple screens here.
Okay.
You could convince me that you're watching Montana and Montana State, but I don't believe you're going to be tuning into Harding and Ferris State.
You piqued my interest about a national champion with a potential option, offense happening.
I do like watching a good option offense. That is true.
Now, the Brawl of the Wild, is that for the championship? Or
no.
It's a
semifinals, chance to go to the championship.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty big. For some reason, I thought you had said quarterfinals. But yeah, all right, semifinals, that's a pretty big one. I don't believe that you actually care, though. I think it's a bit.
So you got.
Whoa,
I think it's.
I
think it's all a bit. I think you like watching it because you think it makes you quirky. It's the hipster in you. I've long said Bubba's a hipster at heart. He wants to be the guy watching Montana State.
I think that's good football, though. Those two schools, there's a lot of history there with them playing good football.
So you going to watch it?
Probably not.
Good football?
Montana and Montana State, they at least have some when
beef?
I think of the FCS,
sure.
those would be two of the teams I'd think of.
Sure, but it's still FCS. So how much do you actually think about it?
I mean, I'm not honestly probably going to watch, but if I accidentally stumble on it, I mean, it is on ABC.
It's on ABC?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I lied.
Well, that's a whole big statement, too. I don't think you put it in headlines, and I don't think Bubba had it in things we missed, but ABC basically broke up with the Oscars, and the Oscars are now on YouTube in a couple years.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because it basically seems like ABC and these networks are just like, hey, if it ain't live sports, there might not be any real use of having it on TV. I saw a TV expert came out and said Compared to the 2025 Oscars, 37 NFL regular season games have drawn a bigger audience. And that's without counting, the postseason or baseball's postseason or college football's postseason. So basically just like sports are always going to be like our top basically 40, 45 things that we watch on TV every year.
But with there being so many things on TV, would that not reflect that the Oscars are still worth something? I mean,
Oscars are movies.
Like if only 37 NFL games outrated the Oscars, that means not all the NFL games outrated the Oscars.
Oh yeah, sure, but I think they're still charging a premium. I think they're still treating themselves as if they are a top 10 entity. I think that's the problem. So then I think ABC and Disney were like, we're good. And YouTube's like, okay, yeah, we'll take it. YouTube's losing some of the biggest, sports podcasts in the world, so they're going to have to start trying to get creative with what they're going to broadcast. It's kind of wild what, Bill Simmons and Ryan Russillo and Pardon My Take, they're just like, hey, we're off YouTube now. We're going to just do Netflix only. Netflix is getting into the podcast game.
I still watch the Oscars, but I wonder if viewership has declined.
Maybe it's one of those, when you say you still watch it, I do too. I like watching the Oscars. Is it enough for you to go watch on YouTube?
Yeah, I'll probably watch it because there's usually not anything else on that Sunday.
Yeah, so I guess from that perspective, the Oscars are like, hey, the people that care will still watch.
Yeah.
The casual viewer doesn't really watch too much. It's somebody that just you have to kind of care about it to watch it, and if you care, you'll still seek it out. Maybe that's the idea, is it didn't have broad appeal for ABC.
Yeah, I would have thought that it would have been like one of their biggest products, though.
Let's look around the NFL this weekend. Going to be a little bit of a letdown on Sunday, especially since we already had Cody's two best teams play a classic last night. Packers, Bears are somewhere in the top 10, top 15 in terms, or top. Where would you rank the Bears in the league? Did you have them in your top 8?
I got them in my top 8. I think I had them at 8.
Did you have the Packers in the top 8 as well?
No.
Where'd you rank the Packers? Top 10?
Yeah, they'd be right on the fringe.
Yeah, so there's 4. The Eagles probably right there hovering around the top 11, top 12. So 5 of the best teams in the league aren't going to make it to Sunday because they've either played Thursday or will play Saturday.
Right, and that leaves you with matchups like the Jets and the Saints.
I kind of like watching the Saints play right now. I picked up the Saints defense in fantasy. I need them to ball out. So I'm kind of liking the Saints. I kind of like seeing Tyler Shuck. He looks like a pretty good quarterback. I feel like the Saints hit on him. But yeah, Cowboys-Chargers seemed a lot cooler when the Cowboys had actual playoff hopes. Now at them at 6-7-1, that doesn't really do much for you. Yet they're still favored at home in Texas.
They have a very, very, very slight chance to still make it, but it's 1%.
They most likely will not have that chance anymore by the time the game plays because the Eagles play on Saturday.
Yeah, and as long as the Eagles win one more game, it's over for the Cowboys.
So if the Eagles beat Washington, then they won't still be alive on Sunday when they play.
No, that probably not.
That's kind of crazy to me that the Chargers, fighting for playoff spots, maybe going up against a team that has nothing to play for, and the Cowboys are still favored in that game. Does that not seem weird to you?
Weird enough to bet on the Chargers?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I mean, I like what you're laying down.
I'm just saying, maybe it's just me looking at my fantasy app and seeing CeeDee Lamb questionable, but I feel like if CeeDee Lamb's a little banged up and the Cowboys are eliminated, maybe he doesn't play as much in that game where the Chargers are fighting for their life. The Chargers' weakness is their offensive line, their tackles, but it's not like the Cowboys have a great pass rush. So I don't know matchup wise how the Cowboys are favored in this game at 6-7-1, but it's the NFL. We'll see.
The Chiefs-Titans, big game in Nashville with no Patrick Mahomes and no playoff implications.
Yeah, basically all the good Chiefs players were on the injured list a couple of days ago. We don't know if they're going to play or not.
It's funny because I actually had a month ago when I was in Nashville, I was just happened to be looking over the Titans schedule or whatever, and it's the Chiefs game, that'd be kind of cool. to go watch that game. I could see Patrick Mahomes play. Just to say I'd seen him play, I kind of I considered the thought of maybe going and watching that Titans-Chiefs game. But now,
thank God, like a month ago, somebody bought our tickets for like $250 a piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they're probably somebody's Christmas present probably got ruined this last weekend. Bubba, go ahead.
I mean, picking up Gardner Minshew in fantasy football, question mark? Bad idea, good idea?
For like your fantasy football playoffs?
Just a guy that might need a quarterback.
Like if you're in the playoffs and you're like, hey, should I start Gardner Minshew? Just wave the white flag, brother.
What about a guy that's in a consolation game?
Then yeah, go crazy. Do you still make moves in consolation games? That's been a debate here at the station.
Yeah, I just picked up a running back from the Saints.
In the station league?
Yep.
Bob Baskerville has been very upset with Brett Holander. He's been very upset with Brett because Brett has been managing his team as if Brett is still competing for a championship. He's still been making moves and making waiver claims and getting good guys just for the consolation ladder. And Bob's been mad, saying that's not the way it should be. But I asked Brett, and Brett said, I'm trying to win. I want to get fifth place. I want to win the consolation bracket.
You got to respect it. You play to the end.
And he said, I want to make sure I get invited back to the league next year because he's cherishing the opportunity to be in the station league.
We keep playing hard. Play hard till the end.
Does this mean I have to drop, Jackson Smith and Jigba because I'm no longer in it?
No, you don't have to drop. No, that would be even worse. That's illegal. You can't. Don't drop good players.
Oh, I had a friend do that one year. He ruined our whole damn playoffs because he unloaded his roster
just to be a jerk.
I don't know why the hell he did it.
The commissioner's got to step in there.
Well, I did. I stepped in and I told everybody. I said, "Look, just these players are untouchable.
Yeah,
just don't pick any of these guys up. Like." We can't have that.
Did anybody complain?
Everybody complained. Yeah.
No, I'm saying complain that you said that nobody could pick them up.
No, they were with me.
Yeah. That's a no-brainer.
They're like, yeah, you can't do that.
And I hope you kicked that guy out of the league.
Well, I did, but then I brought him back.
Okay.
But he hasn't unloaded his roster this year.
So. All right.
But yeah, that's ridiculous. All of a sudden, Jamar Chase available.
Yeah, no, that's stupid. That person is a jerk for doing that. They might not be a jerk in real life. I don't know who it is, but for that move, that was a jerk move.
He's kind of a jerk in real life too.
That checks out. So Bubba, knock yourself out. If you want to start Gardner Minshew, that would be the hipster Bubba thing to do. Like, I'm going to win this week with Gardner Minshew.
It's between him, Brissett, and 9.
The clear answer is Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett has been really, really good at fantasy. Like, he scores like 19 points a game since he gets back. That's pretty good. Thank God for Puka. What a guy. I really hope the Titans don't win this game against the Chiefs. But I fear, Cody, that they might win it.
I think it's very possible.
They're only 3-point dogs. Like, we don't need to ruin our draft stock just for beating the Chiefs. It's not even really beating the Chiefs. If it was Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs, okay, sure, knock yourself out. The Chiefs are 1-5 on the road this year. They have not been good.
They're not good.
They're not a good team.
No.
I was.
Are they still number one in your power rankings?
I was late to the party with the Chiefs. I gave them a little respect.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. You would think that they'd, you keep thinking, oh, surely they'll get it together at some point. They always do. But they didn't. What's the better 6-8 versus 2-12 game? Chiefs Titans or Vikings Giants?
Vikings Giants.
Would you rather watch that one?
Yeah. Because I feel like the Vikings are still playing hard, and the Giants are still like out there trying to be fun with Jackson Dart and those guys. They're still trying to build something. So I'm much more into that game. I don't want to watch the Titans Chiefs from an outside perspective at all.
I'm making
as a Titans fan, I don't even want to watch it either because I don't want to win.
I'm making a decision this week to play Bo Nix over Jackson Dart in my league that I still have championship aspirations in.
Bo Nix earned it last week with his performance, but they maybe have the most high profile game with the game against the Jaguars this weekend, at least in terms of combined wins, especially since the Rams Seahawks game is over, although it had the same amount of wins in it going into it. 11-11 is 22, and 10 plus 12 is 22. That's what we're looking at with the Jaguars Broncos, the 10-win Jaguars, who I don't know if they're any good or not, going on the road to Denver, 12-2. But the 12-2 team at home that's won 11 games in a row, Cody, only 3-point favorites in this game. That's crazy to me. That's a lot of respect for this Jaguars team.
Well, what's a more important game, the Jags-Broncos or the Bucks-Panthers?
Bucks-Panthers more important because of the division and a playoff spot is on the line. But Broncos-Jaguars has one seed implications in it for the Broncos. I mean, hell, I guess the Jaguars are still alive for the one seed as well. Jaguars still got to clinch a playoff spot. They're going for a division title. So, like, that still really matters. But, yeah, Bucks-Panthers has more on the line.
I think I'd rather watch the Broncos and Jags.
You would rather watch Broncos-Jags?
I think so. I like watching Bo Nix.
I hate watching Bo Nix. I hate it. I hate watching the Broncos.
I've always liked watching Denver.
I truly, and Bo Nix was my fantasy quarterback for most of the year before I benched him for Drake May. Great pick by me getting Drake May. He's been the number 2 fantasy quarterback. Great job by me. I hate watching Bo Nix. Nothing about him is fun. Unless he's just running all over the place, but he doesn't run anymore.
He was fun last week.
Yeah, that's fine. Good luck with him this week.
Sounds like you think you'd rather play Jackson Dart.
No, I'm not saying that for sure. I don't know if that's the case or not. I have to have more time to think about it and look, but I'm just saying I've been on the Bo Nix train. I'm off of it. I'm on the Drake May highway.
Well, Drake May got a big one against the Ravens.
Is that Monday Night Football?
Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football?
Mm-hmm.
That Ravens defense has played better, but I expect a good performance from Drake May. Other game of consequence, we haven't talked about Steelers-Lions. Lions, on life support. They got to go out and win this game. The Steelers can now afford a loss. The Steelers could rest their starters the next 2 weeks and be fine. It all comes down to them, that Week 18 game against the Ravens.
A tale as old as time, the Steelers and Ravens fighting it out.
So what's your game of the weekend? Jaguars-Broncos, Bears-Packers?
Oh.
What is it?
It's hard to say Jaguars-Broncos.
Yeah.
I think I go Bears-Packers.
Bears-Packers?
I think that's the one I probably want to watch the most.
Which quarterback are you feeling the most in that game? Has to be Jordan Love, I guess, right? Or is it even a thought for you? Do you give Caleb Williams any respect there that this is his moment?
Well,
this is a big showcase game for him. This is kind of his first showcase game in the league. Like, you could say was it Black Friday against the Eagles? They won that game. That was a statement game. That was they call them island games, a standalone game where everybody's watching. But that one was they just handed the ball off and the running backs ran for like 250 yards. This one against the Packers, he's going to have to go out and kind of win it himself.
I give Caleb Williams more credit than ever before. Like, I thought he was going to be a total bust in the NFL, and he's been all right. I still don't know how for real the Bears are. For a bit there, didn't they have a negative point differential?
Yep.
Now they are over. Now they're plus 27 on the year.
I think they're like 8-1 or 8-2 with a negative point differential, or 8-3. Maybe that was it. 8-3 through 11 weeks with a negative point differential.
They're now 10-4 and they're plus 27, but that would indicate a little bit of a what do they call it? A paper tiger, maybe, in the fact that team's got 10 wins. It kind of like some teams we've talked about in the past that just they won close games, but really they were fraudulent at the end of the day.
I will say them beating the Steelers, followed by winning at the Eagles, and then battling back against the Packers, I do think that made me take them more seriously. Like the Packers and Bears just played 2 weeks ago, and that was a pretty good game. It was tied in the fourth quarter, and then Caleb Williams driving back down with a chance to tie it again and throws a pretty bad interception in the end zone. But that was a good game. They went toe-to-toe with them on the road. So I do think of them less as paper tigers. Maybe not Super Bowl contenders, but I think they're a good top 12 team.
The two teams with the best point differential are the Rams and Seahawks.
Yep.
On the year.
Yep.
Seahawks are 6-1 on the road. How about that?
They've been really good under McDonald. McDonald's got them playing good on the road.
Pretty impressive.
Now they both got to play the AFC South.
Yeah, but they both had to play each other and San Francisco.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know what? The AFC South insult doesn't work anymore. It's really just the Titans that suck.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, the Colts were good all year.
Yeah.
And then the Texans and Jags are both.
Yeah, that's not fair. I need to have some AFC South pride.
Yeah, that's a good.
It's just the Titans.
That's a good division now.
Yeah, just the Titans stink, and maybe Phillip Rivers. I don't know. We'll see. Last call on the other side. We'll wrap up this week of shows. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Take Fan Run Radio with you on the all-new Fan Run app. Just search for Fan Run Radio wherever you download your apps.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area, from Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive. Even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Last call here on the program. Cody, Bubba, any interest tonight in Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua live on Netflix?
None for me. I will not be watching.
None for you?
Nah.
I'm a big theater guy, so I might check it out.
You're a big theater guy?
I like watching professional sports entertainment.
You used to hang out in the art hall growing up in high school?
No, I never had anything like that. But, I
said you're a
grew
big
up watching
theater guy.
wrestling,
I didn't know if
and I
you were...
consider wrestling to be like, a play. So this is pretty much a play to me.
Sure.
Because I believe, his fights are scripted.
This is the one that, like, if Jake Paul doesn't lose this fight and get killed in this fight, then it's scripted. Like, if he goes the distance, then it's scripted. Like, and everything comes crashing down. I'm actually surprised to see he is a 7-1 underdog in this fight, which, I mean, like, it actually feels like they have the right odds here. Like, Anthony Joshua is minus 1,200. So that's good. At least the odds makers are acting as if this is going to be a serious fight. Their weigh-in yesterday was crazy. Just the size difference. How much bigger Joshua is, like, just height-wise. I mean, we knew that, but just the fact these two are going to fight.
Where can you watch this fight?
Netflix.
Okay.
So if you got Netflix, it's free, so you can watch it.
Yeah, maybe I'll tune in then. That'd be during the Oklahoma-Alabama game, though, right?
Yeah, it will be.
But maybe the actual fight will start later. Like, aren't they usually pretty late when they start these fights?
Yeah, I would say you're right. I'd say the actual fight will probably happen at 11 o'clock when the game's ending.
Game might be over by then, yeah.
Anthony Joshua KO or TKO result is minus 360. I would say that, like,
So you got to bet on Jake Paul here to make money, and then they think it's going to happen, and it's going to go the distance.
Or I was going to say, I think maybe Anthony Joshua winning on it by decision, sprinkled in with a draw at 25-1 might be worth a flyer.
Well, if you believe in the theater of it, you got to bet on Jake Paul, right?
The theater of it or / it being rigged, yes.
With 7-1
because they're catching on, so they want him to lose this one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he could probably do more for his brand just by going out and actually, like, just fighting a real fight and getting knocked out. Like, he could probably do more because, like, then if he goes out there and just actually lets Anthony Joshua knock him out, and when I say let, I mean, like, actually tries, but Anthony Joshua just knocks him out, that would actually go further to legitimizing the next fight. Because he'd be like, he's not undefeated or whatever. He's not like he's just beating up cupcakes. Like, he actually went out there and got beat up. So, yeah, I guess it's a real competition now. Him losing obviously doesn't make him look bad. He's going up against a former top heavyweight in the world.
You think you could beat Jake Paul in a fight?
No, I think Jake Paul's tough. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's pretty strong. I find him to be a little annoying, but no, Jake Paul's a pretty legitimate badass, I think. I mean, all things considered. Now, maybe not up against like other big-time legitimate trained boxers, but I mean, no, I don't think Jake Paul's soft by any means.
Has he been in the UFC?
No.
Has he tried any of that yet?
No, he hasn't done that. He's doing boxing. But I still think, like, yeah, I do think he has an actual pretty good punch that would knock most people out. Like, I think he's a legitimate badass. I think both those brothers are pretty good athletes. Like Logan, is pretty natural when it comes to wrestling in the ring. He's pretty strong, can do some flips. I think he's a good athlete. I think both of them are pretty gifted there. I might tune in though. Usually I don't, but this one, the idea of actually getting a legitimate boxer like Anthony Joshua in there kind of makes me want to watch. But in the back of my mind, I am going to sprinkle draw at 25-1. An Anthony Joshua decision where, he could probably knock out Paul, but he doesn't. So he beats him clearly, but lets him go the distance and gets the win. At plus 360, I think that might be worth a little bit of a sprinkle as well. Take some of my Kennesaw State winnings and reinvest. Hooty-hoo! Bubba, what do we miss today?
We've missed Oscar Attaway filing a criminal complaint against the Texas State trooper that touched him and Nick Harbor, South Carolina player, when they played.
Wait, which way?
Attaway! However you pronounce it.
I don't know how to pronounce it. But he's basically, he was the one that had the dust up with the Texas A&M trooper.
Yep.
During the South Carolina game, and now he's filing charges.
Yep.
They ought to file charges against Shane Beamer for losing.
Speaking of charges, we have Wiz Khalifa being sentenced to 9 months. I wonder if we'll trade an arms dealer for him this time around.
For
smoking weed in Romania.
I mean, like, man, like, that's crazy. How do you see what happened with Brittany Griner and you make that same mistake?
They don't like the grass in Romania, huh?
I think a lot of those European countries don't love the grass. But, like, how do you see Brittany Griner go to the gulag for, a year and a half and you say, you know what? Yeah, I'm still going to do this. How do you even book that trip if you're Wiz Khalifa? I mean, I assume he was doing a show over there, I guess.
I believe they caught him on stage.
Like, how are you doing that if you're him? Like, do you need money that bad that you go do a show there? Like, just stay here, bro.
Maybe he didn't know what happened to Brittany Griner.
I mean, I guess that's possible.
We have DraftKings launching a new prediction market platform called DraftKings Predictions. And their spin around is that it's going to be in some states where sports betting isn't legal.
So they basically fall in the
call sheet
method. So is FanDuel letting us bet on like politics and stuff? Or is it just like they're calling it predictions market and getting in the states where gambling's not legal and the other just doing sports prediction markets?
That is my theory of where it's just sports predictions. So DraftKings, we'll see what happens with them because, they also got in hot water over having to pay over $932,000 to some people for the 2025 ALCS.
No, I didn't see that. Why do they have to pay out? Do you know off the top of your head?
Off the top, not exactly.
Okay.
We also have Trump announcing the Patriot Games, which kind of sounds Hunger Games-ish. A 4-day man and woman from each state, plus the territories for America's 250th birthday.
All right. I'll be interested to see. Put it on pay-per-view. Will it be streaming on YouTube? They're just going to put it on ABC. Will the network sign up for this? Who knows?
Probably Netflix.
The Patriot Games.
Also, Tennessee baseball hires Craig Bell, and Lady Vols play at 11 a.m. tomorrow against Louisville.
11 a.m.?
Yep.
Louisville's a pretty good.
Top 15.
Yeah, I was going to say, Louisville's pretty good. That should be a decent game. Okay. Cody, have a good weekend. Sam, we miss you. Bubba, great job by you. See you guys Monday.